All right. Yeah, we should do that. Just to see how long we can go someday. Yeah.
That's good for our diaphragms.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Monday, everybody. It is a holiday, which is why Riz takes off. He always takes off.
Shabbos.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Riz is
serious about it.
He knows he's 1% Cherokee, like all white people.
Yeah. Everybody from the Midwest has, we're 1/32
Hey.
something. Rafe was talking about this last week. You said something about somebody in Yellowstone was asking you if you had some native in you.
Yeah, the hostess at my lodge hotel, who was native, was like, "Are you from the tribe?" And I go, "I grew up in a trailer park. Does that count?" And she laughed and said, "Kinda." She's like, "You just look like." She's like, "You should check." She's like, "You look like you got a little bit of us in you."
She's like,
What?
"You got a little bit of turquoise on you."
And I go, "This earring's doing a lot of heavy lifting." Right
Yeah,
now."
Yeah.
But I was pumped because I was like, every white trash kid gets told that they're anywhere from 1 to 87%
1,000%.
Cherokee, or mine was Blackfoot.
Mine was running fox.
We changed ours up a little bit.
Chief running fox. My Aunt Jennifer sent me a photo.
It's always a chief.
It's
never
always a chief.
Like just a regular
Oh,
person.
you're
And it's always a man.
Yeah, you're the descendant of a chief.
Mine was a woman.
Okay, that's good. Chief running fox. I got it on my phone somewhere. And I go, okay, I guess I'm related to this guy. There's no way, dude.
No way.
We came over from Italy and Ireland. There's no way.
Yeah. Just show me the line.
Yeah.
Like, where did this happen and when?
Right.
Give me more than just a name.
Was he worried about being sick or anything, catching diseases?
Who? Running fox?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He was a real person, but I don't believe that we were actually related.
There has to be something that happened in this country just a few generations back where they're like, let's run with this. And there's got to be like a reason for it in this area.
Yeah, it's guilt. They were like,
Yeah.
you know what? We don't want to have guilt for taking over the land, so we'll just say we were related to these people.
You think that's what it is?
I would say that was part of it.
Well, they were taking kids just a couple, like one generation ago.
I don't think my family felt guilty.
No.
No?
I think mine was just like, we wanted to be anything but what we were, which was
Right.
Okay.
inbred.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If we can't look forward.
We couldn't have possibly been having cousin sex because we're 18% Native American.
Let's not look forward. Let's look back.
And I go, why can't I grow facial hair? That's the Native American in you.
Yeah.
You sure about that? Because I feel like it's the fork that doesn't happen in the family tree. I
Yeah.
think that's where my family's.
Well, my
That's
dad did the
hilarious.
same thing. He was born in the late 40s. He's a boomer, like official boomer, because it was right after the war. And he was convinced that he was 1/32. I think it is Cherokee. That must be a popular one.
I want to know
around.
because my dad
Yeah, it
said
is.
that it was his great grandmother was like a half or quarter, something like that,
That's
Cherokee.
exactly what everyone said.
It's just the
Mine
funniest
too.
thing.
That's
They showed me
Horse-
pictures. They did show me pictures of
Captain Horse.
we called her
Chief
Granny
Horsecrap.
Baskets. And it was a Native American woman in the picture. Now, was she blood related to me? I have no idea. Probably not. It could have been just a picture that was in someone's bureau.
Yeah,
Yeah,
encyclopedia photo.
Yeah.
This is your great grandmother. She didn't speak a lick of English. We called her Granny Baskets. And I'm like, well, she did speak some English then because you called her Granny Baskets and she answered you. She spoke 2 words in English, Granny and Baskets. So you're wrong already.
Yeah.
Well, and also the tribes around St. Louis. So you got the Osage, the Missouri, the Kaw, Shawnee, the Kickapoo, Sac and Fox, the Delaware.
You
I
look
mean-
like a sack and fox.
Yeah.
If I've ever seen.
See,
a
here's
sack
my
and fox.
grandpa. Do you think? Any chance?
Oh my gosh! What?
it's
I don't
you think so? Is that?
Man, some of this photography is so incredible.
It said
all is
it
incredible.
said died age 132.
Listen,
Wow.
can I say
Chippewa.
something? I don't usually encourage Botox.
Dude, that guy looks like the Great Salt Lake, like when it's dried out. You know what I mean?
That guy looks like a
Joshua
lake
tree.
bed, a basin.
Yeah.
That hair, though, is
Wow.
awesome.
And yeah, you know what? And you know how we look younger now for our age? He was probably 56.
Yeah.
And then
That's
That
what I'm
guy
gonna
was-
look like. I'm gonna be the only person in my group
That guy's
looking like
27
that because
years
I'm
old.
not getting Botox.
Hey, look, same facial hair as you, Rafe.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I think that's your relative.
That's where I'm headed.
Is that Granny Basket's husband?
That's Grandpa Basket.
Oh my
Grandpa
God.
Solve the
Basket.
mystery.
Oh man, we are off on
Somebody your nose, Grandpa Basket.
we're off on a heck of a tangent. Anyway,
He looks like the rock guy from Neverending Story.
Absolutely, he does.
yeah. Oh, Rockbiter.
Yeah, his nose is like,
It really
these
did.
hands, Grandpa Basket's hands, so strong.
He's eating rocks.
Oh, this is great radio.
But
We're
when
talking
the
about a picture.
nothing came. Well, I think we're painting quite a picture
Yes,
of
we
this
are.
guy through verbal artistry.
Handsome young boy.
All right. Well, Riz is he is off today.
Upset.
It is National Indigenous Peoples Day and Columbus Day, so we'll get into those in a little bit. But
Oh, we're gonna have a whole segment.
well, no, just a little bit of information. Just a little bit of information. You know, we like to give factoids
That's true.
on the Rizzuto Show. But first, let's talk about words. We've already had some people in the chat room talking about this phrase that pays. Now, the promos have been running over the weekend, so if you've been listening to the point, you probably have heard all about the Rizzuto Show's phrase that pays. We talked about this all last week here in the room. So this is what's going to happen. Every hour from the 9 a.m. hour to the 5 p.m. hour, Monday through Friday, we are going to drop a keyword. 9 code words total per day. So it's a phrase. You see, that's where the phrase that pays comes in. That will form one mystery phrase created by a member of the Rizzuto Show. The phrase that pays is like 2 cash giveaway games in one. So there's 2 ways to win cash. You catch just a few of those code words during the day. You can enter each one on the Point mobile app or at 1057thepoint.com for your shot at a $1,000 weekly grand prize. Did you catch that? So each word that we give you, each hour between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., you can enter each one to win on the app or the website at a shot to win a $1,000 weekly grand prize. Each hour is a new chance to get entered to win, so you can enter to win up to 9 times each day. If you play along all day and collect all 9 keywords, you'll be ready the next morning when our show, the Rizzuto Show, gives the cue to call. The first caller with the correct 9-word phrase from the day before wins $250 cash and a half-hearted round of applause from the Riz Show. Each day, the Riz Show will give out the number 1 word in the 9 a.m. hour, and then Donnie has hourly code words 10, 11, noon, and 1, and then Liv will have the code words 2, 3, 4, and 5 p.m. Write them down, lock them in, get ready to call the next morning in the 9-word Riz Show phrase that pays. It all starts this morning at 9 a.m. So at 9 a.m., we will give you the first word. Get all the details now at 1057thepoint.com if you still don't follow along. Okay? So today's phrase that pays word is going to be at 9 a.m. And I'm going to hide that from the camera so you can't see it.
Okay.
Everybody get it? You guys got it?
You have the phrase?
I have the phrase.
Okay, cool.
It's my phrase today.
Who's got
Cool.
the pays?
Oh.
And the point has the money that pays.
Great.
Or Rafe.
Great.
Speaking of words, I found this and I thought it was perfect for our show. I thought about it on Friday, actually, because I was at yet another packed home high school football game. It didn't go our way.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I think it was 60-0.
Oh, my.
Yeah, second week in a row, something like that.
Close game.
It was rough. And guys, I don't even have a kid on the team. I'm there to support my daughter who's cheerleading and the high school, you know, I have multiple kids in this high school. So we're there. My son goes off. One of the girls goes off. I'm going to go down and support the cheerleader. So I'm in the stands, you know, prime spot like I always am. At first quarter, I think it was 30-0 by the end of it. And guys, it's difficult because I care and I'm a crazy competitive person. So I'm like, I'm trying to hold my tongue and not be upset. I'm trying not to shake my head when things go wrong. I'm trying not to yell at the coaches. I'm trying not to do anything except for be happy. Mm-hmm. And this place is packed. And this gal, and I thought she was 2 or 3 rows behind me because she was this loud. She was cursing up a storm.
Who? Or just like about anything?
Pretty much everything. It was some of it. It wasn't always directed at somebody. Sometimes it was just what we were all thinking, but in the most vulgar way possible and just very loud. Very, very loud. I actually looked back at one point when I got up because I couldn't watch anymore after the first quarter. I had to take a walk. She was probably 15 rows behind me, like way up there, dude. So loud, cursing up a storm. Is that appropriate? at a high school game.
60-0.
It wasn't 60-0 yet. It was like 28-0 first quarter.
Gotta give him something.
This was the first quarter, Rafe.
But she knew what was coming. Well, what was the first quarter score in a 60-0 game?
Yeah, it was about 28 to 30 something to nothing.
Okay. So you know they put JV in like at halftime. It's usually that's usually how those games go. You're down like 48-0, and they put JV in for the last quarter.
The last few games that we've watched, it's noticeable on the second half. They start running the clock. They don't stop the clock anymore, and the other team usually puts in their second stringers.
Yeah.
But first quarter, there's still some hope. You know, we could change things. We could come back. You never know what could happen. Maybe a backup quarterback gets thrown in there. But what I'm saying is, like, I kind of thought, like, I wonder what the show would think about this. If they were in this position, and we've been watching this team for the last couple of years really struggle, is it okay that this gal is just lighting them up?
I mean, it's not appropriate because it's a high school. I understand that place. I cuss all the time. I say F all the time. But I also have my limits, right? Like, I'm not going to say that in front of old people or at a high school. You know what I mean? Like, I have boundaries with it.
Yeah.
Some people that don't have those types of boundaries, it's just disrespectful. It's just, and I'm not trying to be like a total square, but you just got to be better than that.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
in public.
Listen, I'm a top-tier cusser.
I feel like all of us are. That's why I was so curious. I was listening to it and going,
I remember being a kid at a gas station, like young, 18 to 20 years old with my friend. And looking back on it now, this dude was right. And the moment, we were jerks. My friend was just like at a gas pump. You know when you're like 19 or 20 and you're which is like the worst mammal on earth is like a 19-year-old guy. And he's just dropping F-bombs and cussing, like got his music up loud, putting gas in his car, yelling like, hey, MFers, get me this while you're in, you know, like just trying out cuss words because we're free and
because
you're in college.
Yeah.
And some dude, I remember some guy had his kids with him in the car, and he came over to the gas pump and he like got in my friend's face and he was like, hey man, why don't you shut up? And he's like, I got kids in my car. And he's like, have a little bit of decorum and have a little bit of courtesy for your fellow man. Like, they don't need to be hearing that.
Yeah.
And of course, my friend was like embarrassed, and he did what any 19-year-old guy was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, a few man, you know, like as he walks away, he starts cussing the guy out as he's like pulling off. And I remember all of us were just kind of like, ha ha. We all were just like, get out of here,
you got
old
him.
man.
You got him.
Get out of here, 40-year-old man. And I was like, now looking back on it, I think about that sometimes when I'm in public and I hear stuff like this where I'm like, that guy was right.
Yeah.
That guy was right. Like, we were little turds. And like, there's just like, there's a time and a place.
I was at Schnucks last week grocery shopping, and there was this like heavily tattooed lady who was on speakerphone with her husband or whatever. And she's just going off and he's going off. F this, F that, this mother effer. And I'm in the produce aisle and I'm like, she looks cool. Like, we could be friends. But I was so turned off. I was like, what are you doing, man? Like, first of all, everybody needs to get off their phones with speakerphone. I feel like this is more common now.
Yeah.
It is so absurd. And like, that to me just aggravates the hell out of me. But then to hear what this guy was saying, it sounded like somebody was in jail and something was happening. Like,
wow.
I had
What a perfect speakerphone conversation.
I mean, sort of, but I was like, I can't get away from this lady fast enough. It's like very main character energy. And there's like babies in carts, like with their parents roaming around, and everybody's just completely uncomfortable. And it's a place that you have to go. It's like a Sunday. It's time to reset, get your groceries. Nobody wants to be at the grocery store, but we have to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And now we got to endure this.
Man, yeah, also the lack of respect we have for our fellow man is just weird too.
Yeah, I gotta say, I am kind of surprised.
Flip side of this though, because we're all taking I also think people could stop clutching their pearls all the time too. Like, hearing a cuss word here and there is not gonna.
For sure.
Here and there.
Because I think that there's people that go the other way. They're like, yes, it should never ever in a public setting. My God.
Sure.
And I'm like, get over it. If it's a setting with all adults and somebody, you know, uses some colorful language and they're not celebrating it.
Yeah.
To the point that it's like every other word.
Gratuitousness.
Right.
This was gratuitous. This was no restraint. This was almost like she wanted to be heard.
So what'd you say to Mama Moon afterwards?
I am surprised to hear that from you. I honestly, the whole time I was thinking sitting there, I kept thinking like, man, I'm going to mention this on the show, and you guys are going to push back a little bit because I'm pretty conservative, pretty prude when it comes to that particular thing, cursing around kids or whatever. And remember, I'm sitting right next to the student section because that's where the cheerleaders are usually, you know. So I'm over there, and these kids have the filthiest mouths ever.
Yeah, they've heard it.
And when they're in mass, they don't care. So you're already hearing it over here, and that's whatever. Like you said, teenager kids.
I think it's the setting, dude. Like if you would have came up to us and had this conversation because you were at like a rock and roll show and people, then I would push back. But like
way different,
this is so different because it's like the kids' space and they have to follow a decorum. And I think it's up to adults to also
be the
follow.
example.
Yes, to be the example in that setting for sure.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. The band was great. The cheerleaders were great.
Hey,
Good.
nice.
Everything was
So
good
it's
there.
a win-win.
But I did while I was sitting here this morning, the first thing I came across was researchers analyzing online conversations for all 50 states and determining who curses the most.
Oh yes, let's go.
So it was already on my mind, and this was the perfect one. Who do you guys think, or even what area do you think leads the charge as far as the foulest
I think it's
mouths
easy.
in the country? You think it's easy?
Yeah.
I do too.
I think it's all New England, and it's like
Yes.
Jersey, New York,
It's Massachusetts, yep.
all the way up.
Okay,
Just based
Massachusetts.
on my
New York.
trip this last time, it's Massachusetts.
Rafe, what do you think?
What was the question?
Who curses the most?
Oh, it's state?
Yeah.
And New York's. New York has got to be. I mean, if you've ever ridden the New York subway, it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, we get the pearl clutchers. You think it's bad at your football game? Ride the subway in from
Or ask a
Queens one day.
busy New Yorker walking down the street for directions. And same thing.
Okay, so you guys all think New York, that area. Let me start from the bottom.
Okay.
The state that swears the least
Delaware.
online. New York. You're all wrong.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
Online.
Now,
Wait. Which
online.
online?
dead last at number 50. They say that the study actually thinks that it might be because their online community is smaller, not because New Yorkers have suddenly cleaned up their act. So they do say that might be
I missed the online part.
for whatever particular reason. But the real story here is that the Midwest has more states that have fouler mouths than anybody else.
Okay.
Online.
So that whole Midwest manners
Wow.
thing, that Midwestern nice thing, as far as online goes, the polite stereotype took a hit. It looks like Ohio, Wisconsin, Minnesota all cracked the top 10. So much for that Minnesota nice thing. Where do you think Missouri landed?
well,
I
I guess since they.
guess towards the top, right? Like, I mean, I feel like we do a good job here of cursing online.
Missouri is officially the 20th swearingest state in America. We clocked in a respectable 1,943 curse words for whatever this list was. Number one was over 2,500 swear words, and that was Texas. Texas is the champion of cursing, so good for them. The next big one is, where does Illinois fall? Are they
the next one.
fouler mouths or nicer mouths?
I guess nicer mouths.
I'm going to say
if
they're
it's
nicer
opposite.
mouths. This seems like a.
Bragging rights do go across the river on this one. Illinois is actually swearier than us, coming in at number 16. So next time you're at a Cards-Cubs game, you can know that they're probably dropping a few more choice words than we are. But you can feel good about our neighbors in the West because we blew Kansas out of the water.
Yeah.
Kansas was a very polite number 42, all the way down there. Which brings me to the most popular curse words in America.
Love it. Show me MF.
Show me.
MF, number 11.
Ooh,
number
okay.
11.
Oh.
Dang,
That's
it's
a
losing
conjunctive cuss
popularity.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's got to be the F word, man, because it's an adjective, it's a noun, it's a verb, it's everything.
F word, crushing, number one.
Yeah.
Number.
It is great. It's my filler word.
It is the Swiss Army knife of
All right,
cuss words.
let's see if
of
you can-
words in general.
Let's see if you can get 1 through 10.
Show me S.
S, number
Which one?
2.
Show me 3, a hole. I'm going to accidentally say one of these words, by
That
the way.
is, yeah, be careful. That is number 7.
You can say one of them.
Ass.
Poop.
Biatch.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, what can't we not say?
Yeah.
Oh, the C word.
Nah, that's not going to
No,
be top 10.
but C word.
That's England's number
crap, which I didn't think was a curse word.
That's
but
not a. Oh, dude, That's
number
like my
6.
in-laws. They don't say crap in front of the grandkids. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. My parents would.
That's what I'm talking about going too far.
The
Yeah, I would say
yeah.
that in the house, and my mom would always be like, "Hey, whoa, what are you
Or
doing?"
that
I was like,
sucks.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just weird how when I was a little kid that was not allowed, and then somewhere around 12, 13, you never heard one time your parents ever stop you again.
That's a
Just kinda-
Yeah, that's a teenage curse word, or that's a 12-year-old curse word.
Yeah.
that's a good way to think of it. You guys are missing some simple ones. Just
Damn.
there you go. Number 3.
And we already said.
Along those lines.
Hell.
Number 4.
Did you say Jeepers?
No, I was going to say GD.
Oh, GD.
GD. No. No. You guys are missing one that has another one in it. I'll just give it to you. Bull.
Oh.
BS is 52. I'm sorry, 52. It's number 5. You guys are missing 8, 9, and 10.
9 and 10.
We'll get, number 10 is the P
I
word.
love that, by the way, that we're doing a list of things that
We
we
can't
cannot
say.
say.
I know, I love
in
it.
an audio format, which is probably super entertaining.
Just
Number-
say it to yourself, kid.
Number 10 is the P word.
Ah, yes.
Which
Paraphernalia.
one? Which one?
No, the one. Number 8 is the D word.
Wait, there's 2 P words.
Yeah.
It's not pussycat, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Number
Is
8.
it
Number 8 is the D word.
pistol?
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Are we pissed off?
No.
Oh.
And number 9 is the B word.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of
yes,
this.
yes.
I gotta get out of this.
I'll say it because I am one.
Hey, K9.
I'll
they
say
did.
it because Riz is one.
And you know how they determine this, actually? They analyze posts from each state's subreddit, tracking the frequency of 11 different curse words over 6 months. And those were the top ones, and those were the top states.
Ah, yes. The cesspool of the internet.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Wouldn't it be weird if there was one on there we'd never heard before?
It would
Yeah.
be.
It's like, what are the top 10? What if one was like, oh,
Whoa.
there's a new one, Fraggernarkle.
Started in Iowa.
It's hot. It's hot.
Hit the button.
Everybody's saying it, and it's bad. It's all of them mixed
Isn't it
together. It means all of them.
crazy? Like you think about like how those are just words that we can't say because they've had such a weight to them. And we all got on. It was like time telling. We all got on board as a world with like these words are bad.
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
It is
like,
cool.
We're just down with that.
Well, it's just weird how the English language, a word can change meaning.
Yeah, it evolves.
Yeah, but the historic languages, it just doesn't change. It'll stay the same, so you understand exactly what someone's saying.
But don't you think during those times they probably evolved, or I think it all happens pretty naturally.
Yeah, I feel like they just didn't want to do anything with time. I don't know who got that over, where they had a meeting and they were like, this is back in the hourglass days, where they were like, all right, 60 of these in a minute. Flip it, 60 minutes in an hour. Like, oh, so 60 hours in a day? Nope, 24.
right.
Well, hold on. Can we add or subtract some sand so it's the same number for everything? We're just going to leave it.
And I
It'll
get
be
this.
60, 60, and then 24.
Seems to work.
The sunshine has stuff to do with it, and I get that science,
works.
that astronomy part of it. But it's weird that we all just got on board with some things. And I feel like we're kind of breaking things down now where we are not on board with anything. Like, you can't say one thing without it having 14 different conspiracies to it, and everybody having, like, their critical thinking, depending on how high they are that day, completely obliterate any sort of linear thought. It's wild. We are living in weird times. Like, the atoms are exploding. I am not stoned right now.
Somebody
Y'all
brought
need
their
to watch
seltzer
the
to work
Discovery
today.
Channel. Well, so you were talking about like
I don't think the sunshine had anything to do with like 24. We just made that increment up to be like, you got 24 hours in a day. Well, we could have had 27 just as easily. They wouldn't be 60 minutes long.
I'm just talking about like a sundial.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, like, I understand that one day takes it is a finite amount of time, but the way we divided it up was just somebody just made that decision, and we were like, that's the way it is. No one's ever questioned it. We were just like, yeah, that's
Seems
how
to
it
work.
is. Look at time zones. What are we doing? What are we
right.
doing?
we're trying to follow the sun, man.
Some people are like, nah, we ain't doing it. Indiana's like, nah, we're on fentanyl. We got better things to do. Okay, thank you, Indiana.
Does
Fort
Indiana
Wayne.
skip it as well?
Most of Indiana skips it, but like Fort Wayne doesn't. Fort Wayne's like, nah, we're doing it. I'm just like,
Yeah.
when you have shows in Indiana and I got to drive around the state, I've almost been late.
Yeah,
because
Arizona's
it's
the
like
same
time
way.
zone changes like 5 times in that state.
Yep,
It's
Arizona
insane.
and Nevada are the same way. It is cool to watch some of those etymology channels and different things that kind of go through the history of words and the evolution of their meanings. according to societies.
For sure.
Same thing happens with names, by the way. You know, certain names obviously stick around forever. Biblical names, James,
Yeah.
all the winners.
Herbie.
Hitler.
I saw think about that. There was a whole bunch of Adolfs until there wasn't.
Have you ever seen the story about the dentist that was Adolf Hitler that like refused to change his name
Oh no, but I'm sure business was
after the
booming.
war? Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh gosh.
Guy, I was like, man, you're dying on the wrong hill, brother.
Well, speaking of that, I have an "Am I the A-hole" news story here, and this is a you can't make this up file. Guy on Reddit said he jokingly gave his pregnant sister a list of awful baby names as a joke, but she picked one.
Oh no.
He said he spent $900 on her crib and was kind of, bitching about it, if you will, and for fun included a list of fake names inspired by biology on the crib when he put it together and gave it to her. Infections, medications, random animal names, because they both work in the medical field. Fast forward a few weeks, she has the baby and names the baby Malassezia.
Molasses.
Malassezia.
That's pretty.
Which, if you didn't know, is the name of a fungal infection.
Oh, wow.
And not just any infection, one that both siblings are genetically prone to. He tried to talk her out of it. The kid was already named this. He was suggesting alternatives like Mallory or Azalea or something that was somewhat close to that. But she insists she loves the sound of it and that no one will know its origin. Reddit, of course, had a field day. Most commenters saying that he's right. But what's he supposed to do? And is he the a-hole for A, telling her she should change it, or B, doing the list in the first place?
Well, no, that's a silly thing. I would have given my sister really dumb names too, and she would have been like, yeah, thanks, and just get rid of it.
Yeah.
What if she had taken you up on one of like the worst ones ever?
You
I'd be proud of myself, honestly.
I mean, you're naming your child. You have to kind of look into it. You can't just be all trusting of your brother.
Oh no, she knows.
Oh, so she just is like,
ju-
whatever.
She likes the sound of it
Yeah.
and doesn't think anyone will know.
Well, then that's fine.
And learn that was your nickname, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
Yeah, just call the kid Maz.
Yeah, just call her
Mazzy.
Mazzy.
Maz. That's
Mazzy.
cool.
That's actually very cute.
Mazzy,
My
sorry.
boy mesothelioma.
Ah,
Okay, well, you know how some people think it's, terse to use periods after one-word text, like responding no, period?
Yeah, yeah.
This is another level. Somebody put up a poll online asking, is it rude to say yeah instead of yes? And I think about
Yeah.
this all the time because I'm trying to be more professional.
In the text, you mean?
I think in just anything. Like my emails have always been like real, just boop, boop, boop. Like
But via
direct.
text, like, you can annotate emotion when you talk in person.
yeah.
Like the way I say yeah to you matters. Yeah. Is a lot different than yeah. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But it via, they always say like don't convey anything emotionally rich through email and text because it's like that Key and Peele sketch where if that person on the other end is just attaching the emotion and the mood they're in
Projecting.
and projecting a lot of times. And sometimes people are being jerks. Sometimes they are being terse. But I feel that way about yup.
Yep.
Yep.
Like if you text a yup back, that could be
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's my son's
Yup.
go-to.
that could be interpreted so many ways. Like you're being short with somebody.
It is a 15-year-old.
Even though it's the exact same
Yeah.
amount of letters as yes, yup feels a little more.
Casual.
Yeah, dumbass. Like, you know what I mean? It's a word
Yup.
like it depends on what you're answering to me. Like sometimes it feels like that's somebody like putting a fine point on something.
My stepdad was really weird about yeah. I remember when I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, how rude.
It was a more prestigious time in the Bauer family. I don't know. I feel like we were trying to project something that we weren't, and so no alternative language. It was kind of dumb.
Even though you're part native.
Well, I don't know what Jerry is, but yeah, yes.
5% of people say yeah or yes, that yeah is rude, extremely rude in all contexts. The remaining 95% said no big deal. In the comments, one person said, is your partner 60 years old? Chillax. I feel it's rude if you're over 15, but apparently that's a minority opinion. The person who asked the question said his partner was 28 and said that his partner always told him that saying yeah was rude. So that sounds like they had a stepdad or a dad
Interesting.
that was saying that kind of stuff.
I guess growing up in a small town, it sounds nicer almost than yes.
My parents still correct me on English all the time, but they were teachers, and that's kind of they're supposed to, right?
Yippers.
I would just dismiss it and be like, well, this is what they have to do because they need to sound like they're smarter than everybody else. You guys ever seen that Far Side? One of my favorite Far Side comic strips, where it says bird's eye view, or like what birds see.
No.
And it just has a whole bunch of dudes walking around with bullseyes
Yes,
on their head. You never seen that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
So
it's one of the more famous ones.
It's like, this is what birds see. And it's guys walking around with bullseyes in their head because they just gonna poop on their head, right? And
Yeah.
I have a whole thing about birds pooping on my head. I don't like when birds fly over me.
You're weird.
They did a study and found out that certain cars get pooped on by birds more
Fantastic.
than other cars.
Can't wait for this.
Is it a make and model?
It
Come on,
is.
Prius.
It is more about the color of the car.
Darn it! I was in hopes it was a make.
What color do you think birds are aiming for more than other colors?
Is it black?
It is not.
It's got to be, I'll say red.
Red was second. Black was third.
It's like orange.
White and silver cars ranked lowest.
Really?
The car that is pooped on the most by birds are brown vehicles.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Researchers say that birds detect ultraviolet light and have enhanced color vision compared to humans, so darker colors might stand out more and seem more like prime targets. Also, shiny surfaces can act like mirrors reflecting a bird's image. During mating season, territorial birds may think their reflection is a rival, leading to repeated attacks on the same vehicle. That may be why it seems like birds are always targeting you right after you get it
Birds
squeaky
dump
clean.
on each other as part of the mating season.
I'm not sure.
That's sweet.
As for the brands that get hit the most, there is a list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 different cars in order.
Is he getting his Prius wish?
Prius is not on there.
Suck it, Scott.
All right.
Subaru is 10.
Subaru outhouse.
Yeah.
Acura, show me.
Subaru
Acura
Outhouse.
not on the list. The number one most bird pooed on car is a Dodge Ram. Dodge Ram,
What would that do to birds?
followed by Jeeps, then Chevys, then Nissan, then
It's all the
Dodge,
ducks.
Kia, Tesla, Audi, Ford, Subaru.
All right.
Birds
Good
are part of
job.
the resistance, dude. Sweet.
Do you guys get your cars washed a lot?
Yeah.
All the time?
I need to just sign up for Club Car Wash because I'm just spending a ton of money.
You don't have a membership?
No.
Why not?
What?
I don't know. I go to different ones. Like I used to go to General Grant all the time when I lived in Shrewsbury because it's the best.
You do the drive-throughs or
I do both. I do the drive-through and then I get out of the car and they just take it over.
I love that.
There is a certain car wash that I was going to a lot and their quality has completely gone down and their prices have gone up. And so I refuse to go there anymore.
Say their name.
No.
Say it. Say it.
Email me
Say
and I'll let
it.
you know.
Say it, Waterway.
How much do you think you spend
Just
a
kidding.
year?
I spent a year. I always do like one last clean for the season before the winter. I'm probably spending like $250 a year.
Wow.
A
I guess.
quarter
I don't
of
know.
Americans
Must
say
be
that
nice.
they spend over $500. annually.
Wow.
All right, good. I'm not.
I'll say one I hate. Zips. I ain't ever going to Zips again.
Okay.
I don't even know
Zip
what one
this.
is.
I don't like the ones where you just drive through and
Yeah.
it's like you can get the regular, super, or power, and I'm like, these are all the same wash. And I'll have bird poop on my car or something that I'm washing specifically for, get through the whole wash, and I'm like, still there.
Still there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like if you're not there to scrub it, I'd rather go to like I'd rather pull into the stall at one of those like neighborhood car wash places, get the pink foaming brush and just scrub my own car down
Yeah.
and just keep throwing quarters in there even though no one has quarters anymore, than to just go through one of those little drive-throughs where I'm like, this is just
Because
the
those
thing's just slapping up against, like, I could see if you were on like maybe on some psychedelics going through there for fun.
cool as
That's
heck.
about the only reason.
Rainbow soap.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
Yeah, my buddy
it.
shot a music video and one. It looks so cool, so trippy, and the way they did it. But no, those automatic ones too. I've had it where I always go for the cheap one if I'm paying out of pocket, and sometimes you get the full experience. You get the tires and all that. So I know they're just randomly. You pay for something, and there's no way they know which cars
No
what.
way.
Really?
Because think of all the cars in front of you, and you're just paying, and it's just you're randomly going through. It's like, well, we'll just give you something. I don't know what you got.
What do you mean? You don't.
How can they
Two
know?
lanes on a lot of these things. Like people are
Yeah.
coming through 2 lanes. They're not like marking your car.
Because I've had the full wash before where it got the tires underneath everything. I'm
What
like,
they
I didn't
say.
pay for that.
Oh man, I
just went for the cheapo.
I always go for the top one, the $16 one or whatever, because it comes with the
Sucker.
wax or whatever. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
feel
Ain't
like a sucker.
waxing nothing.
Well, I used to go through the gas station ones.
You're
The
getting
one-
the same exact slapping with these dirty rags everybody else is getting. Like what?
Sure.
They're like, no, you got wax, brother.
Oh, you're
I
right.
did. Thank you very much. And I'm like, they're not changing out these dirty, like dish towels they got slapping up against your car. Some guy just went through there with like stuff all over his Dodge Ram, bird poop all over it. They're just slapping that bird poop onto your car and so be like, yeah, that's the wax.
Oh man. Yeah, I have an electric car now, so I don't go to the gas stations. I've been doing fewer washes because it used to be like hey, would you like 15 cents off of your car
Yeah.
wash? Like, yeah, I think I do.
Yes, I would.
I do have that time, but I do like a nice waterway experience where if somebody's vacuuming.
I
up,
miss,
the boogers.
yeah, I like when it's a hand. I like when there's people in there. Old school,
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
or I do it myself.
That was the neat thing of Los Angeles is the hand wash is everywhere. And here, if you do a hand wash, it's like $100-something bucks. But out there, you'll see it and it'll be $29. And you get
something bucks. It's like $55.
well,
for-
if you
for
get
the
the
whole
full
thing?
the full nice thing, it's gonna be pricey
There's
here.
no better
But-
feeling too than going to like getting your car detailed.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
dude. It's the best. Like
It is.
I drive better. I swear. I'm
Yeah,
like, trying
the
to
car
take-
works better.
Yeah, I'm trying to take care of things more. I'm yelling at kids. Don't bring that soda in here.
My friend owns a detailing company in Edwardsville, Evolution Detail. I'll give him a plug because it's next. It's not like the thing where there's 3 high school kids kind of taking a dustbuster to your car
Right.
Yeah, but those kids are
and
great.
claiming.
At it.
Sometimes I've been to some where I'm like, I paid for a detail and I got vacuumed. Someone vacuumed for me.
Oh, okay.
There'll still be like a coffee stain in the side of the.
They do
Car where
ask you
Tina-
before you leave. Sir, are you satisfied with this? Is there anything
No, but
else?
I've had them.
Who says no?
I've said
You
no.
know?
I've been
Have
like, hey,
you?
there's a coffee stain over here on Tina's side that's here. That's what I actually came in to get you to get. And the guy's like, oh, yeah. They just kind of like wipe the seats and the console off. They don't really get in the nooks and crannies.
Right.
So when you go to like a real auto detailer and they get all up in it and you get in your car and it feels brand spanking new, that's a great feeling, dude.
That'd be awesome.
Can't do it all the time.
Well, the brands matter as far as who's getting their stuff washed. By far, they say the people that are spending the most are Tesla and BMW owners, shelling out well over $500 annually
How can they afford it?
on car washes. I'm probably around $200.
Surprised you guys don't do it yourselves.
Two or 300.
You're suburb people, man.
Well, what?
You're
Suburb
people. You got driveways and water hoses and that's something my parents did themselves. I'd have to go out there with my dad and wash and wax, put actual wax on a little rag and like do the little circles and wipe it off and wax my mom and dad's vehicles. I remember like being a kid and taking turtle wax out there and doing it.
Did you have the little machine that you could hold?
We didn't have that.
My dad
but
had
we had
that.
a little mitten, like a little car wash kit and a bucket. And I just remember like a couple times a year we'd wash and wax the vehicles. Do people just not do that anymore?
No, I did
No.
at my old house. It's a hose situation for me now because where my driveway is, it's not
too,
close
yeah.
enough to my hose, so I can't do that anymore. But at my old house, I love doing that.
Hose.
Me too. And I don't have a good driveway for it. I get all this water. I get all these puddles and everything, and it creates a whole bunch of mud. It's a nightmare.
I could see you out there in like a Speedo doing the bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the best
Oh,
part.
yeah.
Get a
with that.
tan and get a car clean. Yes.
I'm
A lot of
fine
slow
with that.
motion.
Oh, man. Speaking of dress codes, some people struggle with wedding dress codes, and you guys are going to love this. You're going to love this. I know you are. I found a new thing that's happening. 61% of Americans say that they would consider brand-sponsored weddings.
What is that like? What do you?
Changing up the dress code, dude.
I like it.
You
So
know-
look like a NASCAR guy walking in with.
What? Yeah, exactly. What did we say? Like the
That's
average
not a bad
wedding is
idea.
costing? It's something over $30,000.
Yeah.
or
Ridiculous,
something now,
yeah.
Which is just absurd, dude. Imagine if you did a $30,000 wedding, and $25,000 of it was covered by sponsors.
I thought
I'm in.
I was at a wedding Saturday. We were emceeing it for our friend Emily. Congratulations to Emily and Drew. And they gave their speeches, and the groom was great guy. Probably gave it's the first speech as man and wife. They come up and they address their guests. And if he did a 6-minute speech, 4 minutes was sponsored by Polaroid, and I couldn't figure out, to the point I mentioned it after he stopped, because he's like, guys, we got Polaroid cameras here, we got all kinds, we got Fujifilm, we've got a special HD limited edition gold film. Make sure you're taking lots of pictures. We actually got the 2 cameras in the back. You can hook your cell phones up to them. Just download the Polaroid app. And I'm like, I was ready for him to be like, download the Polaroid app, use discount code Emily and Drew 2025, and you'll get 20% off. And I was like, I think he was just like nervous and he was excited about having Polaroids, but he went on so long about
Polaroids are now?
They are, and I think that was the thing. He's probably like, I paid a lot of money for this
film. Yeah, he's like, I paid $8,000. She paid $8,000 for this.
He was like, he was putting numbers out, like, and it was at the IBEW hall, so I was like I was like, all right, we got to get this Polaroid production up, guys. I got to lay some people off at this wedding, because it was like, he's like, we need 500 Polaroids by the end of the night. Don't let me down. You know, he's like getting the crowd all pumped up, and I go, is Polaroid sponsoring your wedding, dude? Did they throw down some cash? Because
it's a real thing.
The bulk of your speech wasn't about like your family or your brother or your new wife. It was about Polaroids and all the kinds of cool film. And it was cool. They had a lot of cool film there, and it worked. A lot of people went and got on the Polaroid train.
It sounded like this.
We are gathered here today, brought to you by Starbucks Cold Brew, to join Taylor and Jordan in holy matrimony. May you begin your life together, founded in love, honesty, respect, and Netflix. And may you have a lifelong commitment, powered by Duracell and comforted by Haagen-Dazs. And now, by the power vested in me by Kay Jewelers, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss your spouse, sponsored by Chapstick.
Not bad.
That is
Very
good.
good.
Hey, honestly, I'm for it. I'm for it.
Me
Anything
too.
that's going to save you money or whatever.
I thought you meant sponsored like the clothes.
Oh, I think the pastor should come in a NASCAR shirt. Like
Yeah,
you
like
said.
where, that's what I was thinking, like NASCAR patches on your tuxedo.
Yeah, dude. DuPont. Do you, King Scott, sponsored by DuPont, take you, Learn LL, sponsored by Carl's Jr.?
Yeah, before I say anything,
Ba-da-da-da.
before I say anything, I just want to give a shout out to DuPont, to Tide, to all the good guys that
And
supported
So everybody's
our
By
in?
the power invested
Honest
in me
question.
and by Menon.
I did it.
By Menon.
I had Walter Knoll Florist was my florist, and I mean, I also endorsed them on the radio, and they gave me great, beautiful baby's breath bouquets for my wedding. So yeah, I had it going on.
So you're
Actually, I
Saved
guess
some money.
technically Deerberg's is the same for me. There, I got
There
a
you
wedding
go.
cake from
you
Deerberg's.
go.
Yeah.
What about you? If you ever get married, sponsor.
I will only
Full-
get married if it's fully sponsored.
Let's go.
They say if a corporation covered 100% of the wedding, couples would be willing to do it. 58% are down, not only with that, but would seek brand-inspired cocktails. That's not a bad idea. 57% would allow the brand logo at reception tables and signage and on invites. 54% would allow the brand to hand out product samples at the wedding. Imagine somebody coming around and said, Listerine, sir? Would you like some Clearasil, ma'am?
Yes.
What about, who knows what they'd be doing?
Before the I do parts, I hope that the pastor, it's like, before you answer that, let's run a quick commercial. It's a
This wedding
3-minute thing of
is-
commercials just running. And
Sponsored by Midwest Hemorrhoid Treatment Center.
33% would allow brand mascot, like a brand's mascot, to attend the wedding. 20% would allow the mascot or the brand rep to officiate the wedding. And 18% would be willing to mention the brand in their wedding vows. That's
We had a wedding on
Fully.
when I used to be on STL Up Late, which was like an old show that came on at like 1 o'clock in the morning. It was a sketch show in St. Louis. My friend Eric, who's getting married in 2 weeks again, married a St. Louis style pizza, and Mr. Gary was the officiator.
Mr. Gary?
Them yo people, you know
Yeah,
that
dude.
guy?
I
Yeah.
love Mr.
He was the
Gary.
officiant,
He's the king of hospitality.
and he legally, I forgot what we did. It was a fundraiser thing, but he legally married a St. Louis style pizza.
Yeah, I've been at a wedding with him officiating, an actual wedding.
Yeah, he was ordained for real. Like, we didn't know it when we hired him, and I'm like, he was ordained, so technically you are married to a St. Louis style pizza right now.
Yeah.
We even had like a Chicago. We had all the different styles of pizza, like interrupt the wedding and try to, Does anyone has anything to say? We had like pizza delivery guys out in the audience that were trying to like win Eric back over.
Aw.
And was out of control. And then we found out afterwards. I'm like, dude, I think legally you're married to an Emo's Pizza right
that
now.
is great.
So Eric's getting married for a second time.
Yes.
Nice.
You guys are
To a
seeing
person.
You guys are seeing the congratulations, by the way, to Eric. You guys are seeing the Halloween decorations?
Oh, yeah.
Everything's like fully, I mean, we're full
It's
blown.
on,
now, right?
bruh.
My neighborhood has gone to the tens. Like they are completely showing out, and I love it. I
Yeah,
live
me
in
too.
Halloween Town.
You know what I'm seeing now? You remember the old web thing that they said was real bad for bugs and animals
Right.
and all that? That's now been replaced by the
the
huge.
huge web.
Yeah,
the
it's
rope
like
web.
Well, I've seen the rope web with the spiders hanging from it, but then there's one that looks like almost like t-shirt material. It's like a cotton thing, and it's basically just a giant t-shirt with a bunch of holes in it that's coming off the roof of the house. You seen these?
So great, yeah.
It's everywhere. So let's talk a little bit about some Halloween stuff. A new poll is looking at top fall or Halloween activities to take part in this year. Are you guys pumpkin patch people?
Yep.
Me too, although we haven't done it this year.
Yeah, we haven't done it, but it's fun.
What's your number one Halloween activity that you're going to definitely take part in October?
Bonfire.
Bonfire.
Bonfire and and like pumpkin carving, I would say. Those are my two.
Pumpkin carving is number 5 with 30%. I have the top 10. I don't see bonfire, but I guess it's probably included on something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, my church has a big fall festival, and it's really fun.
Number 10 was playing a trick on somebody. 17% say that jump scare, Halloween props, this is the time to do some sort of scare prank on somebody. 17% of people say they're doing that. Hay rides, by the way, just missed the top 10. They're 15%, and 13% said haunted houses. I thought that would be more. Trick-or-treating was number 9. Number 8 was just wear a costume, any sort of dressing up. 7 was attending a Halloween party, which obviously we are doing at Ballpark Village. Coming up at the Ride or Die Halloween party. That's next Saturday, guys.
That's October 25th.
Feels like it's coming up.
I know. We are SOL too. I have been throwing ideas at Tim. I don't know what we're going to dress up as, so prepare yourselves.
We're in the same ball game.
Are you? Yeah. It's going to be a mystery bag.
5 was carve a pumpkin. 4 was hand out candy on Halloween. Number 3 was display Halloween decorations. 43% of houses now are doing Halloween decorations. I find that hard to believe, but
I
maybe
think it's more.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
I've been in Kirkwood a lot lately, and they are going out. Like, it's awesome. And I wish I had Kirkwood money. Like, these houses are beautiful.
Yeah.
And then they're just splurging for the kids. It's so cool.
I think Overland spent all their money on trampoline upgrades and upkeep, so
probably
it's not as
Better
not
in
as
the long
decorated.
run.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if we went over this story last week. I kept seeing it, and I forget. Did Riz talk about that that neighborhood that was banning kids from other neighborhoods from coming in?
No, locally?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was local.
We had a story last year.
Okay.
A similar story.
There was another one this year that was going around. It was because it was on one of those Nextdoor app things or whatever, where some neighbor was kind of catching heat from putting up a sign at the top of the intersection, like where the neighborhood entrance is, and says that if you're not from this neighborhood, you're not allowed to trick or treat.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing about that.
Okay, so did we talk about that on the show?
We did last year, like Rafe said. I remember that.
Apparently, that's like kind of a thing. So you're talking about Kirkwood, being real fancy and kind of a hot spot, and it's walkable and whatever.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about
Someone did discharge a firearm at the Kirkwood Halloween parade recently, so let's not.
Oh, the trunk or treat a couple years ago.
That was like 10 years ago, wasn't it?
That was like 3 years ago.
That
Was it
long ago.
over by the Magic House?
I was on the show when it happened because I remember talking.
Oh,
about
It was
really?
like Glendale, I think.
it. Yeah,
Oh, no
it's
kidding.
like a cop.
Yeah, it was an ex-cop. It was
a
the
drunk
dad.
cop or something.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yes.
right.
That was only
but I
last couple years.
digress.
So are you guys down with banning or no?
Nah.
Hell no, dude. I grew up poor. You got to go to the rich
That's right.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
I
I
don't want loose candy corn getting thrown in my little pillowcase.
I feel the same.
I don't want to trick or treat around people as poor as I am.
And think of, even, never mind like poor or whatever, some neighborhoods just aren't good for it.
Yeah.
Some
No.
neighborhoods are filled with apartments, and that's not
Get over
that's
it,
not
man.
fun.
It's the same thing as me driving around looking at Christmas lights. I can drive around Ellisville and it's subpar. I go to Webster Groves to see my Christmas lights because they do it up right because they're rich people.
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing. Yes, I'm not getting candy from those people, but I am getting joy. It's the same transaction.
And if you're giving out candy, you should be happy to give it. To
That's what I'm
kids
saying.
That's right.
From neighborhoods where
We first
maybe
moved
they
into
don't
this.
they don't get the full size candy bar. Like either get over your, then turn your lights off and be
Exactly.
a curmudgeon.
Yeah,
Be a predator. Be a pedo.
We first moved into this neighborhood, and there was hardly any kids. It was boring. Halloween sucked because we just sit there.
Yeah.
It was just us
Yeah.
hanging with each other, which is whatever. And now it's like it's becoming more fun because there's a lot more kids. Dude, we're
Part
doing.
of the Halloween mystique was building a map with your friends.
Yeah, you go
I'd be
around
like,
the
hey, we
blocks
got to
and-
your mom's got to drive us to this neighborhood in this town. Because, dude, we made a haul there last year. We
Exactly.
knew where the good houses were. You knew where the weird, creepy guy was.
Yeah.
There's a guy that gave out 50-cent pieces, and we were trading masks. I mean, we were
Heck yeah.
we were just trading. We'd be like, all right, now you put on the Spider-Man mask. You go back up. And, like, we were, like, trying to go to his house, like, 3 or 4 times in, like, different makeshift costumes where we were piecing together each other's, you know. A lot of our costumes were pretty sad. Like, there was just, like, a sweatsuit and then the mask with the little
Rubber band
that broke halfway through the night, and then you had to hold it in front of your face for the rest of the trick or treat.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm doubling down. Like, I wish I could go to one of those rich people homes and, like, I'll buy all the candy, bring all the candy. I don't have any kids in my neighborhood. Like, I
Oh, you don't?
I have, like, maybe a handful of kids, and that's it. And I do
It's
the
boring.
full. It's boring. I want to
Yeah.
splurge on these kids. It's
Yo,
like
come
so
to our
much
place.
fun.
Come to our place. It's pretty busy now. We do a little bonfire in the front. We have tons of candy up on a chair by the curb, and now we play a movie on the garage. And dude, that's the
That's such a
coolest.
great
'Cause then
idea.
people
Yeah,
come
that's
back
really fun.
and they're kind of hanging out and watching the movie a little bit. Like
I think we're gonna do that this year.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, have the movie that will like a moth to a flame.
Ooh, yeah. We're gonna make
Reverse
chili.
trick or treat.
What are you gonna do?
I'm
What do
just
you
gonna
mean?
go to people's houses and give them candy.
I like
I'm
this.
just gonna be like, you got kids? Cool. Here's the Twix. See you later.
and then you write down their address in
They're
front of them,
like,
like,
that guy's-
hey, they
that's
have
alarming.
kids.
It's so fun. It's so fun. Number 2, by the way, on the top 10 Halloween activities that people are going to do in October is consume some sort of pumpkin-flavored food or drink.
I already did.
6%.
What'd you have? PSL?
I had a what? Pumpkin spice latte?
Yeah.
You heard what I
It's
said.
PSL season.
I took a second. I'm sorry.
Did
my
I
brain my brain is filthy. I had to get through what PSL could stand for in my
PSL in
brain
Rafe
to
D.
get to
Williams'
something
brain.
right. I've had that. I had a pumpkin from a calzone.
P-word spice
Friday.
latte.
No, he's thinking lips.
Yes,
What?
he is.
Now I'm thinking what you were thinking. My lord.
The old high-speed internet.
Yeah, I had that one. It was tart. It was tart, but still good. I finished it because I always do. Even when the latte's a little salty.
Oh,
anyway,
Oh, goodness, man.
yeah, it's
We
early.
got it.
You're laying it on pretty thick. That's what she said.
Wait, hold on.
Anyway,
You had pumpkin spice latte.
I had a pumpkin spice latte. I had to go. When I got back from Yellowstone, I ran into the owner of Sauce on the Side.
Sauce on the Side.
And he
Yeah.
was like, "We got a joyous salami calzone." I said, "Say less. I'm going there tomorrow." And I went and got it, but they also had a pumpkin dessert calzone.
Oh, that thing is great. Is that the same one they had last year? You've got the
Yeah.
marshmallow and some other things on
Yeah,
it?
dude.
Yeah, that
it's like
thing's
eating a
so good.
candy yam calzone, and
Yeah.
I took that home and we split it, and it was awesome. So I'm already deep into the pumpkin flavored stuff, man.
Yeah.
I make a pumpkin loaf with a cream cheese topping, and I haven't made that
Let's
in a
go.
while.
Bring that in.
I
Yeah,
might.
bring that in.
Just
That's
like
what
lots
you're
of
doing.
nutmeg. I will. I love that.
don't be teasing.
But I don't do pumpkin spice lattes. Never been a fan.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what my problem is, but
Do you do pumpkin spice coffee or anything at home?
no, I don't.
I love it because we get pumpkin spice creamer here around this time of year, or we did for the cutbacks. We used to get that pumpkin spice coffee made in the break room for about 2 months.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a real game changer.
We used to do this. My kids had like this phase where right around this time they would want to watch scary movies. So you guys do any special like holiday themed scary movies for October?
Just whatever's on, like whatever's available.
That's number 1. They
I've
say
already watched Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I already watched
ha-
Ernest Scared Stupid.
half of people say they'll at least watch one during October.
Yeah, we watched Hereditary again last week. Tim hadn't seen it, and I went to the theaters to see it. That movie is so messed up and so damn good.
It's weird.
Really?
It's super weird. Yeah, it's scary as hell. Don't watch it with your kids.
Well, I showed the kids Blair Witch, and
Not
we have
impressed.
we have no, it freaked them out.
Oh,
Really?
I bet.
We have not watched a scary movie since. That was like 2 years ago.
Oh, I would think that would not impress
Oh yeah, dude, it worked.
traumatized children that have the internet at their disposal.
No, it worked. It was that one, and I showed them another one.
I've seen 3 bum fight videos that are scarier than Blair Witch.
Bum fights. I forgot about bum fights.
What are you doing, dude?
I mean, we're so much. Your kids got to get on the internet, man. What's going on? How could that movie possibly be scary at this point?
Oh my gosh, dude, it is. Like if you're remembering it after everything.
Yeah.
But it's been long enough where I was able to dupe them into the same crap that we got duped in.
Oh, they
And
thought
if
it was
you-
real?
Yes. Remember when Blair Witch first started, the promos
yeah.
came out, they pitched it as like footage that
Yeah,
was found
documentary.
years
Actual
after.
footage.
Yeah, so I laid it on thick. I gave them the exact same promo run that we got up to that, and then when they watched it, they're like, "Oh, this is obnoxious. It's all shaky." And I was like, "Well, that's because it's real. Just watch."
Yeah. Then they're in the corner. Dude, if I
Yeah.
see somebody standing in the corner, like at the end of that movie,
Still makes you
still
think of it.
freaks me out.
Yes, it
Such a
still
good
works.
ending. Yeah.
It still works. All right. Well, on that note. And the Team Riz member of the day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Score a shot of $10K during Blues away games this year at Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Get the details, hotshotsnet.com. Adam, what a cool name. Adam Smashy. Adam Smashy.
Yeah.
Long applause. From Sumner, Illinois. He ditched his YouTube music subscription, his XM satellite radio and traditional radio to stream the Rizzuto Show every single day. He listens to The Point religiously. Adam says, my favorite parts of the show are the pop trivia and Florida Man bit. Adam is the 35-year-old divorced dad of 2 girls. He repairs and customizes video game systems and controllers as a side hustle, and he is a lifetime blues hockey fan. Adam Smashy, the Team Riz member of the day. Sign up at 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. Talk to me, Learn.
Lots of RIPs today. An icon and a terrible monster of a man. Eddie Winslow. Pay your child support, dude. Tron bombs and scary movies for the kids if you need a list for this Halloween season.
All right, that and don't forget the phrase that pays is going to be coming up in just a little bit. We'll do all of that and give out some tickets later on and after the break. Welcome back to the Rizzuto Show. Give us a call, 314-624-3833. That's 314-NA-DUDE. We are always checking the Schreier Air text line at 314-649-DUMB. That's 649-3862. Of course, we are live on the Mica Ultra Studio Cams, and you can email us at rizshow at 1057thepoint.com. Today is Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day, depending on which side of that debate you are on. The White House, definitely Team Columbus. President Trump issued a proclamation reversing Biden's move to recognize Indigenous Peoples Day. Alongside with it, it calls Columbus the original American hero and blasts people who've tried to, quote, destroy his name and dishonor his memory. There's obviously been a heated debate about Columbus for a while now. The White House statement talks about how he opened the vast frontier and untold splendors of the New World to Europe and how he explored the coast of the Caribbean while, quote, engaging with their people. Critics would argue that engagement included a little too much torture and murder, but either way, the proclamation doesn't actually change the slate of federal holidays. Columbus Day has been a federal one since 1971. Indigenous Peoples Day has never been a federal holiday, but some cities and states recognize it. In other Columbus Day news, a replica of one of his ships just sank off the coast of Puerto Vallarta in Mexico on Friday. It was a hot attraction for tourists for over 30 years, and now it's at the bottom
Of the sea, under the sea.
Scuba divers like it.
Well, you can go down there with some oxygen if you really want to see it.
Yeah, I guess it's a different type of attraction. Fewer people can go, and it's more expensive. It launched in 1992 for the 500th anniversary of Columbus's trip. It was based on his main ship, the Santa Maria. The others were the...
Unseen.
Oh.
The Nina,
the Pinta, the
Santa Maria.
And the Bismarck.
Officials said that there was an issue with the pumps, and it started taking on water, and the fact that it sank is sad, but in a weird way, also very authentic. The real Santa Maria also sank on Christmas Day in 1492. It happened off the coast of modern-day Haiti. Columbus was sleeping when the cabin boy let it drift into a sandbank.
What a dummy.
The wood was used to then build a fort. There's footage of the replica going down on Friday. It did happen fast. Once it tipped, it only took about 30 seconds. All the crew members made it off, so everybody is okay.
That's good, then.
The topicalfruit.com did another roundup of 10 things that happened 10 years ago this week. Here is what was in the news a decade ago. Playboy announced no more nudity. You remember this? Mm-hmm. They went PG-13 and said that there was no need for nudity anymore, but it only lasted a year. Hugh Hefner's son, Cooper, called it a big mistake, and nudity returned in early 2017.
I thought it was gone. Isn't it done now?
Just for a year.
Oh. I thought the whole company or whatever was...
Oh, heck, I don't know. Lamar Odom almost died during a coke-fueled sex binge. He was in the middle of divorcing Khloe Kardashian and was found unresponsive at a Nevada brothel called the Love Ranch. He had multiple heart attacks, 12 strokes, and was in a coma for several days, but he recovered and got clean. 10 years ago this week, Tracy Morgan hosted SNL 16 months after he almost died in a car crash. It was also the first episode to feature Larry David as Bernie Sanders. 10 years ago.
Wow.
He's a great Bernie. Larry David was.
Yeah. Amelia Clark was Esquire's sexiest woman alive. Season 5 of Game of Thrones had just wrapped up that summer. And we officially stopped trying to remember stuff. Half of people polled said that they didn't even try to remember any facts anymore. They were just Googling everything.
Wow.
Over half of us also admitted that they didn't know their significant other's phone number 10 years ago this week. Back in the day, guys, today is National Herpes Awareness Day.
Scott, your words.
Yeah.
Okay? Which reminds me of this scene. Check this out. Remember this?
You need to contact every woman you've been with and notify them of your herpes infestation. It's the right thing to do.
Hello.
Hi, Donna. It's Michael.
How have you been?
I have a disease for which there is no known cure that has been sexually transmitted to me. I can't even say it.
Oh my God.
HIRPEES.
Wait, you're calling to tell me that you have herpes?
No, I am calling to see if you gave me herpes, because if you did, I would be able to avoid a lot of sucky conversations.
That's so good. Michael Scott is the best.
Speaking of sucky conversations, I have been crossing the line a few times and not realizing it until days after with my son, because on Friday he busted his mouth and he had like this thing on the inside, you know, like if you get hit in the mouth or something. And I go, "Oh, dude, let me look." And he shows it to me, and I go, "Oh, that's herpes." And he goes, "No, it's not." And I said, "Yeah, dude, herpes simplex virus or whatever. It's like it's not
cold
that
sore."
Yeah, I go, "It's not that kind of herpes. It's it's a cold sore thing. It just happens." And he goes, "No, that's not true." And he was freaking out.
Oh,
Can't
that
you
is
get? But if
great.
you have a cold sore and you get intimate in that way with some mouth hobbies,
Yes,
you can give
right.
the genitalia.
more like spinal
like the herpes
It's
simplex
transmissible.
is the same.
I
Is
believe
down there?
so. Yeah.
Wait, I
let
didn't
me
know it was
let
the
me look
same.
it up. But
I
if
just
you have a
remember
cold sore,
On the road, it was the best to see rock and roll guys walking around, and it was legit where they always had one band member would have something serious on their lip. It's
Yes.
like, yeah.
Hey, it happens.
it is
drummer.
so. Cold sores caused by herpes simplex virus can be transmitted through. So
Yeah.
No
Holy
kidding.
smokes.
Oh,
watch
yeah.
your mouths.
Well, I was just fooling with him, and I was like, "Yeah, don't be kissing your girlfriend, man. You can give it to her." And he goes, "Are you like?" He was losing it, and it was after I was like, "No, it's not that, man. It's just you got popped, and it takes a minute. It's no big deal." But yeah, he wasn't happy with that.
That's hilarious.
In 1971, in 1971 years ago,
Oh.
in 54 AD, Roman Emperor Claudius was murdered by his wife Agrippina. She first fed him poisoned mushrooms. Then she tickled the back of his throat with a poisoned feather. Then she gave him a delightful poisoned enema. But he still lived.
Talk about hobbies. There you go.
So she smothered him with a pillow. Old school.
He didn't catch on very fast.
No,
She doesn't seem nice.
kind of a dope. He is Vigo. 233 years ago, 1792, the cornerstone of the White House was meticulously laid. The White House was designed by James Hoban and was first occupied by the second president, John Adams. 62 years ago, 1963, the term Beatlemania was coined. 57 years ago, 1968, Bea Benaderet, the voice of Betty Rubble in the Flintstones, died of lung cancer at 62. Don't smoke.
Darn it.
53 years ago, 1972, the plane carrying Uruguay's rugby team crashed in the Andes. They ran out of food on the 10th day, and after hearing a portable radio saying that the rescue had been called off, 16 survivors resorted to cannibalism,
Yeah, they played Cannonball.
eating the frozen corpses of their companions. In 1993, they did that film Alive that was based on their 69-day ordeal. 43 years ago, 1982, the International Olympic Committee announced that it would posthumously restore the 2 gold medals, pentathlon and decathlon, taken from Jim Thorpe 70 years after he admitted that he was paid to play semi-pro baseball. 41 years ago, 1984, Stevie Wonder hit #1 with I Just Called to Say I Love You. 37 years ago, 1988, scientists announced that the Shroud of Turin, which was revered as Christ's burial cloth, was shown by carbon dating tests to be fake from the Middle Ages.
But
not long ago, one of the 3 laboratories that ran the test in 1988 concluded that it actually might not be fake after all, because it turns out in 1532 there was a fire that damaged the cloth and contaminated it. So it may have skewed results by as much as 1,500 years.
well, also, have you seen all the updates on that? Because they keep studying this thing. It's wild.
No, I must have the notifications turned
What
off.
is this, loincloth? What is it?
The Shroud,
of Turin.
I mean,
I don't know what that is.
there's still, like, blood is still alive on it. It's a neat thing to investigate. But
You
they've
never
been
heard of the
doing
Shroud
more.
of Turin?
No, pal. Not
It's,
religious.
It's the face of Jesus.
Well, I mean, I think it's more historical at this point than religious. But it's like the shroud that has kind of like a face on it that they feel like was maybe the burial cloth that was
merch.
around Christ. Yeah.
It was merch.
It was the first merch.
Interesting.
32 years ago, 1993, Look Who's Talking was released, starring John Travolta and Kirstie Alley, with Bruce Willis as the voice of the kid. 17 years ago, 2008, the music video for Single Ladies was released. 15 years ago, in 2010, the 33 Chilean miners were finally rescued after being trapped in a collapsed mine, also for 69 days. And 9 years ago, 2016, Bob Dylan awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for having created new poetic expressions within the great American song tradition. And that is what happened back in the day.
I will.
Sorry, Rafe.
Nah, we're good.
What?
I was just going to say, I remember watching Look Who's Talking with my parents and watching them get very uncomfortable at the beginning when he's a
with the
sperm.
egg? Mm-hmm.
When the sperm's going into the egg and talking.
Oh, yeah.
I
I remember
loved
my
that.
parents thinking it was like, this is a family movie, which it was, but it was like, I remember that part, my mom being like, because I remember my brother being like, what's that worm? What's that wiggly worm?
Just a worm.
It's a great
I'm like,
movie.
yeah, Mom, what is that worm?
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it indeed. The BBC Ozzy Osbourne documentary Coming Home is on Peacock tonight, in case anybody cares. So maybe you've been wanting to watch that. It is streaming. Rob Zombie is going to drop a new album in February called The Great Satan. Check out the first single, Punks and Demons, that came out on Friday. This is the follow-up to 2021's The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy, and marks Rob Zombie's 8th studio album overall. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross of Nine Inch Nails have more than just Tron Ares score out this month. They've also been doing some work on the new Julia Roberts film After the Hunt, which is out now. The soundtrack's going to be released on November 14th, so you can check out the piece After the Hunt 1, which is on YouTube. Lots of people talking about Ian Watkins getting murdered over the weekend in prison. Obviously, this guy, disgraced frontman of the band Lost Prophets, had been through a lot. He, in prison, he did a lot of terrible things to children and deserved to be in jail for the rest of his life. However, media reports say that a fellow inmate slashed his throat at the Wakefield prison in Wales in the UK. He was convicted back in 2013, multiple child sex offenses, including attempting to rape a very small child, sexual assault involving children, taking and making and possessing indecent images of kids, and possessing an extreme pornographic image involving a sex act on an animal. This guy was a monster, and he got the crap kicked out of him multiple times in prison, and then over the weekend was killed.
At some point, I think a story came out with him with a cell phone in his
Yeah,
Yep.
as well.
right. That was
He'd
last
been-
year.
Well, I read the article. It said he had already been stabbed once.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was taken hostage one time
That was in 2023.
for and almost got killed then.
Yeah, it kinda sounds
They
like it was
negotiated
bound to
him.
happen.
I think it was a matter of time for that guy.
Right.
See, I am proud of Ingrid because over there he was extremely famous.
Yeah.
And I love that they're just like, you're in common. You're with everyone else in prison. You're not getting something special.
No.
And he got it.
That was like Lost Prophets when I saw them at Mississippi Nights. Like, I loved Lost Prophets whenever it was like their time, you know? This is a dude who had everything in front of him and just decided to be a total monster.
Well, the worst is that his band suffered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they,
Oh, I can't even listen to that music anymore.
Well, you can't, you literally can't. I think they took it off of Spotify and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So those guys who tried to do another band, some of the sweetest guys in rock and roll, they're just trying to work. They're just trying to
Oh,
work.
my
And
God.
now the thing that they worked for 20-something years can't even make money.
Right.
Yeah, they hit the lottery and this Goober took it all
You
away,
can't
man.
even make money.
And they're like adjacent to this horrific individual.
Yeah, and they had nothing to do with it.
And they had nothing to do with it. And it's like, I mean, it's just all around. Ian Watkins was a terrible human being.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I love Lost Prophets, screw it, man. Like, I don't want to listen to that music ever
So
again.
is it a red flag if you see a guy sitting in front of his tour bus with a aluminum foil trying to tan?
Is that what he did?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think a lot of people
that's a
like
red
just-
flag. Let's keep an eye out on those people.
Also, rest in peace to Tommy Price, the drummer of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, who was in the band from 1986 to 2016. He died on Friday very young. He was only 68 years old. He also played on Billy Idol's Rebel Yell, as well as with Scandal, Roger Daltrey, Steve Lukather, Debbie Harry, Ronnie Wood, and Blue Oyster Cult. So he was very talented and made the rounds in a lot of great classic rock. So R.I.P. to Tommy Price. And I have a little bit of some music here from the Moody Blues because singer and bassist John Lodge died at the age of 82 last week.
Ouch.
His cause of death wasn't specified, but his family said that it was sudden and unexpected. So that really sucks. So here's a little Moody Blues for the kids that maybe don't know about their uncle, John Lodge.
What a cool name.
I know.
John Lodge.
John Lodge.
Hi, I'm John Lodge. Attorney at law.
Isn't life strange?
He's got an Aaron Neville megaphone.
Good stuff.
Gosh, they're so good.
They are so good. Check out the
Jeez.
Moody Blues if you never have.
Nights in white autumn.
You guys know who Darius McCrary is? You know that name?
Scotty's uncle.
Yeah.
No, not Scotty
Yeehaw.
McCrary. No, this is Eddie Winslow from Family Matters.
Oh, wait, Eddie Winslow.
Yeah, the boy.
Eddie Winslow.
Eddie was the son, the oldest
boy.
son. Eddie Winslow.
Oh yeah.
Laura's brother.
Flat top basketball hit him in the
Yes.
head during the. No, that was his buddy. Yeah, I know who you're
He
talking
played
about.
That was
basketball.
Waldo that got hit in
Waldo.
the head.
He had a good smile.
Well,
Or has
he
a good smile.
was on Family Matters. I feel like he was my older brother growing up because I
Heck
love
yeah.
Family Matters so much. McCurry has been jailed after a hearing in San Diego this Wednesday. The actor had previously been detained for unpaid child support, and I guess that he had an outstanding felony warrant. And he got caught at the U.S.-Mexico border, and he has just not been paying his child support. He's been backlogged for like thousands of dollars for child support payments, which really sucks. And
Carl
so
is not going to like to hear that.
he
No.
is not. As
He's
a
going to
cop,
remind him, family matters.
That's who caught
absolutely
him.
it does. What if it was Mr. Winslow that
When he
caught
got
his
caught
son?
at the border, was he like, did I do that?
Right. Hope he pays his baby's money and gets out of jail. Moving into movie news, Scott, you were the one who told me via text that Diane Keaton had died in the
Yes.
text group.
Sorry about that.
I was not prepared. I feel like a part of my family is gone. I loved Diane Keaton so much, an Oscar-winning actress. I mean, charming, beautiful, funny, serious. I mean, the woman, every role from Annie Hall to The First Wives Club to The Family Stone, Something's Gotta Give, even though that movie's super awkward. She killed it. She had an amazing career. Never
Yeah.
married, adopted 2 children like in the 90s and early 2000s and was a mom. But here is just kind of a longer segment of some of the great work of the late Diane Keaton.
You play very well.
Oh, yeah? So do you. Oh, God, what a dumb thing to say, right? I mean, you say you play well, and then right away I have to say you play well. Oh, God, Annie. Well, oh, well. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-la, yeah.
The winner is Diane Keaton.
It's simply terrific. Naturally, I'm very honored to have been nominated with actresses like Jane Fonda and Shirley MacLaine and Anne Bancroft and Marsha Mason. This is something. Anyway, Annie Hall was a wonderful experience for me, and I just would like to say thanks to Woody and thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, there's more.
Okay, you stay where you are. We have a knife.
Do you live here?
Look, mister, I am going to dial 911, and you are not going to move.
No, you don't understand.
Hello. Yes, I have an intruder in my house. 29 Daniels Lane.
I'm dating your daughter, Marin. She invited me here for the weekend. She's in her room right now changing.
You're dating my daughter?
Now, who would have thought that would be worse news?
Sorry, false alarm. No, he's not a burglar. He's dating my daughter.
And the Golden Globe goes.
We get it.
Okay, thank you. Well, she rose to fame in the 70s because of The Godfather. She went on to do movies like Father of the Bride, Looking for Mr. Goodbar. And speaking of the First Wives Club, so Bette Midler and Goldie Hawn were her co-stars in that movie. Bette Midler said that Keaton was brilliant, beautiful, and extraordinary. Goldie Hawn wrote a beautiful post on Instagram saying, "You left us with a trail of fairy dust filled with particles of light and memories beyond imagination. You never liked praise, so humble, but now you can't tell me to shut up. There was and there will never be anyone like you." And Robert De Niro even said, "I'm very sad to hear of Diane's passing. I was very fond of her, and the news of her leaving us has taken me totally by surprise. I was just not expecting for her to leave us. She will be missed. May she rest in peace." So rest in peace to Diane Keaton. The sci-fi sequel Tron Ares bombed at the box office over the opening weekend.
What was the budget on that?
$200
something?
Ooh, it had $180 million.
Duel.
$180 million
Okay, not too
production budget. It only made $33.5 million across 4,000 North American theaters. So as far as worldwide, only $60 million.
Ouch.
And it was a rough opening weekend for Tron.
The tomatoes it was one of those flip-flop things. It was the
It was the critics liked it? Or?
Critics hated it.
Oh, okay.
And audience was pretty down.
Okay,
You know what? I was thinking about this over the weekend. Are we doing too much research going into movies? Because I've never looked up tomato meters, but before I joined this show, I never looked at anything
That's our
before
job.
I went to the theaters. I always went into it blind, and I feel like when you see the ratings, you're setting yourself up to either be your expectations too low or too high.
Yeah,
And I don't
sometimes.
know
For
if I
me
like that.
personally, I do, if there's something that I'm interested in, or I see something that I'm like, oh, that looks crazy cool, I will do everything I can to know nothing about it.
Right.
I just want to go in blank slate. And, Scott and I made like a thing like 20 years ago when we were touring. We would just every single day we'd go into a movie theater because he had nothing else to do on a day off and watch every movie possible. And we're like, we're going to watch every movie, even the bad ones, and we're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
We're going to just enjoy
And
what
how'd that go?
happened. People spent it was great. It actually kind of changed how we approach entertainment.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
had
I
a
mean.
goal that I had to find something because I was tired of wasting my money because every movie I'd go to, I was disappointed. So then I changed it where I'm like, I have to find something good. And like Memoirs of a Geisha, it was one of those films where you're just like, they put this out? But he was like, well, the costumes were amazing. So I found something I liked.
That's nice.
But I was like, they made this?
A lot of work goes into
People
making
wanted
a
to put
movie.
money in that?
Absolutely, it does.
So much work. So, you try to appreciate it. Here's the tomato meters on Tron Ares. 57% critics, 87% audience.
Okay.
So the audience is liking it. So if you're down, and I like the whole Tron thing, I'm going to see
Tron
it.
World is cool.
Right.
I'm just not going to pay top dollar for it.
Well, it was a rough opening weekend for all. So Channing Tatum's Roofman earned only $8 million across 3,000 screens, and Jennifer Lopez's Kiss of the Spider Woman, which nobody was really wanting to go see, only earned less than $850,000. Charlie Sheen discussed feeling overshadowed by his brother Emilio Estevez's fame as a member of the Brat Pack. Charlie says, "I felt like I was just taking it up the rear. I felt like a valet on certain nights." And he also expressed his sense of exclusion and jealousy when his brother and other Brat Pack members received attention and perks while he felt very left out, stating, "I would just go home." And he admitted that jealousy did not stem from a desire to act, but from a feeling of exclusion from the perks his brother was enjoying, saying, "I didn't give a niche about acting." So that's kind of a vulnerable moment for him to say. Walmart has purchased the Monroeville Mall in Pennsylvania. And if you're like, okay, who cares? Well, that's where George A. Romero shot the 1978 zombie classic Dawn of the Dead. And what is Walmart going to do with it? Make it into a haunted house? No, they're going to demolish it, probably make it into a parking lot. So that's
Oh, cool. I thought that'd be a neat parking lot.
it would be such a good haunted parking lot with zombies. And finally, we were talking about movies earlier, maybe what you want to watch with the kiddos. And there are many different horror movies that you can stream on Disney Plus that maybe are more family friendly. So what's your family friendly Halloween movie? Like when the kids were little, Moon, like what did you watch with the kids?
We would try a couple different ones. I know I showed him Little Monsters a couple times. Was it last year? No, maybe it was a couple years ago. We did that Hubie Halloween when that came
That's a
out,
good
and
one.
that was super cute.
Was it good?
It was. I mean, it's so goofy and silly and Sandler-y.
Yeah.
But I thought, man, if this was around earlier, this would have been like a yearly tradition kind of thing.
What about you, Rafe? Did you ever watch Halloween movies with your son?
Yeah, Adam's Family, like the first two with
Yeah.
Christina Ricci, like those were always really good, family friendly, and Beetlejuice.
Of course.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember like parts of Beetlejuice being kind of trippy when I was a kid, like where they stretched their faces out and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think at that point, CGI had gotten so good that my son was unaffected. Like the kids today are like, yeah, that's like,
Rubber
That's
Man.
awesome.
You guys
wow.
didn't show him Ghostbusters in Halloween?
Yeah, I mean that was kind of a year-round thing, so I'm sure they had already seen it. We tried to do things. That
Ghostbusters
was,
scared me when I was a kid.
Ghostbusters
I was
2
too young.
sent my brother out of the
When
out
they
of the
turned into
theater.
dogs at the end, I was like, oh, whoa. I just remember being like 5
Yeah.
and being like, yeah, this movie is cool. And then seeing a couple things at the end that it was just spooky enough that it kind of like,
Yeah.
I was fine, but it rattled me. It's like the Thriller video.
What's the girl one? What's the witch one? My wife loves that and plays it every year.
The Girl and the Witch? What are you
No,
talking
no, no, no. It's the witches one with the 3 witches.
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
My wife loves
By
playing
Focus,
that one.
right?
Well, Hocus Pocus by Focus, the band Focus. Good Keishi classic drop,
Thank you.
Scott. So Disney Plus has these 10 movies. So if you want to watch these with the kiddos, Something Wicked This Way Comes, that's from the 80s. Return to Oz, which totally freaked me out as a kid.
that's a great
Fairuza
one.
Balk.
The Wheelers are the weird.
Dude, that is
So
Wheelers
good.
creep
one of the
me out.
coolest movies
It is.
in TikTok.
I would have done anything to pick a picnic basket off of a frickin' tree, and she got to eat the picnic basket. That was so cool. Phantom of the Megaplex from 2000, that's number 8 on this list. Mr. Boogedy from 1986, never heard of that. The Haunted Mansion, this is the one with Eddie Murphy from 03.
That's actually really good.
And Halloween Town, of course, classic 1998's Escape to Witch Mountain, which I hear is really excellent. Never seen it. Don't Look Under the Bed from the 90s. The Black Cauldron from 85. And then the number 1 horror movie on Disney Plus right now that you can watch with your kiddos is The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad from 1949, which is a scary animated version of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which I remember watching back in the day.
Cool.
And that is your crap
Shinless Horseman.
on celebrities.
Celebrities celebrating birthdays. Kayla McLaughlin, he's Lucas on Stranger Things, is 24. Tiffany Trump, it's Donald's daughter with Marla Maple. She's 32.
It's Donald's forgotten daughter.
Yeah. Tiffany Trump, she's friends with a lamp. Let's see here. Himesh Patel, 35. We got Ashanti, the R&B singer, is 45. Mr. Borat, he turns 54. Red Atkins is 56. And Nancy Kerrigan, and everyone loves her knees, 50, or she's 56 as well. We got Tisha Campbell, 47. Kate Walsh, 58. Christopher Judge is 61. And the legend himself, Jerry Rice, is 63. Maria Osmond is 66. Chris Carter is 69. And everyone's favorite member of the greatest rock and roll band on earth.
Don't you do it, Scott.
What?
I know what you're getting ready to do.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, everyone loves him more than anyone else in Van Halen. Sammy Hagar, 78, the legend himself who saved Van Halen. Anyways, and finally, the fella, and I always hated that he was lost in the shadow of Art Garfunkel, but Paul Simon is 84.
Wait, is David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar both Libras?
Yeah.
They should be better to each other then.
Should be more of a balance.
Yes,
They're good at checking out books.
Zodiacally combined.
They're good at checking out
I
books.
wonder who will
2 air signs.
reach out the
What do you
olive
do?
branch first.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Jules Jade. The birthday girl of today has been in 414 fine pornographic films, including American Horror Story, Boffing the Babysitter 6, Cougar's Prey 5, Diamonds Are a Slut's Best Friend,
Wow.
Double the Fun 2, Gem Nymphos, My Boss is a Cougar. I'm sensing a theme here. The window washers are here. And who could forget her role in 2019's Busty Jules Jade Rides the White Zilla Express.
My Lord.
Yes, that was a very, I think an animated Tom Hanks was in that.
Oh, sweet.
Jules Jade is 54 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those were your crappy birthdays. And that was your crap on celebrities.
It is the Rizzuto Show. We are back. I'm going to jump into sexy time fun facts here. But first, let's shout out what we're wearing on our heads. Huge thank you to the sponsors of the October Man of Many Hats. This is where lovely sponsors, they go ahead and do a donation to Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. And in exchange, we throw a hat on and talk a little bit about them and say thank you to them on the Rizzuto Show. So, Lauren, we'll start with you.
I will, yes. Thank you so much to Golden Oak Lending. They have sponsored my head for the entire month.
That's awesome.
Which is awesome. They've given so much money to Cardinal Glennon. And now you can get the cash you need in as little as 14 days with Golden Oak Lending. Use that cash to pay off credit cards with a cash-out refinance from Golden Oak Lending. Call 314-567-GOLD or go to goldenoaklending.com.
Thank you, Golden Oak. And Rafe, what you got?
I got me a Victory Men's Health Cap on, empowering you to live optimized. You guys know how much I love Victory. I talk about it every day, and in memory and support of their friend Jeff Burton, who we also happen to love very much. Visit victorymenshealth.com.
Thank you, Victory. We'll do a little 5 random facts for Monday, just to throw this in before Sexy Time Fun Facts. Linus from the Peanuts comic strip was named after Charles Schultz's classmate, Linus Maurer. That Linus may not have had a security blanket, but he was the first person to see a sketch of the character. Charles and Linus remained close friends until Charles' death in 2000. They usually met for coffee at Snoopy's home ice skating rink in Santa Rosa, California. How cool is that?
Awesome.
That is cool.
In the years between the Chicago Cubs' most recent World Series wins, 1908 and 2016, Arizona became a state, got a Major League Baseball team, and they won a World Series. Unfortunately for Cubs fans, they were booted from the 2025 postseason on Saturday by the Brewers. Oh, thank you for clapping.
You're welcome.
When Ian Fleming finished his first James Bond novel, he celebrated by buying himself a gold-plated typewriter. In 2001, A Space Odyssey, the computer's name is HAL, and all 3 of those letters are just one letter away from IBM.
Wow.
Whoa.
Stanley Kubrick.
That is weird.
Stanley Kubrick said it was just a coincidence.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then he died. At least 70% of the world has brown eyes. Only 2% have green eyes.
How many have crossed?
And that is your random facts for Monday.
Set you.
All right, and Sexy Time Fun Facts brought to you by
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
Okay, let's go into 5 simple habits of how couples argue like adults and not children.
All right.
Okay, if you've ever found yourself in the same fight on repeat with your spouse, experts say that the secret isn't avoiding conflict, it's how you argue. So we're here to give you some tips on how to argue.
Okay.
Here are the 5 habits of couples who fight like grown-ups. Number 1, they choose to have a real conversation. They stop playing the blame game and admit that both people contribute to the tension. Every argument is a 2-person dance. Number 2 is they identify their own emotions. Instead of yelling, you always this or you always that, they ask, what am I actually feeling? Usually, under the anger is hurt, fear, or disappointment. Number 3, they speak subjectively. They say, here's how I saw it, instead of here's what you did. That shift keeps the other person from getting defensive. Number 4 is they share the floor. When one talks, the other really listens. You can be right or you can be happy, but you can't always be both. And number 5 is they take a break if needed. When things get heated, they step back, they breathe. They come back later, calmer, clearer, and ready to understand. The takeaway, arguing isn't the problem. Immature arguing is. Learn how to fight fair, and the conversation can actually bring you a little bit closer.
For sure.
Do you guys have different styles of arguing with your significant others?
Yeah, Tim and I, we argue. We've gone to couples therapy before, and it's been very helpful. And so, yeah, we definitely know how to hold an argument where it stays respectful and open, and it's nice. So if you're in a marriage that's like having issues or something, and you've been considering couples therapy, 1,000% go.
Yeah.
Because it can help you in so many ways, especially if you have like a combative, like I can be very sharp-tongued.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Very opinionated, judgmental. I'm a total a-hole. Tim is the nicest man on earth. I know this. So I went mainly for myself. I have my own therapist, but honestly, going with him and being able to know what his needs are and how to communicate through things, it changed everything. So, I mean, that really is part of the nurturing and the maintenance of a healthy relationship. So,
well, the yin, if the love languages is the yin, the yang is the arguing languages, and you have to understand like how each other do that too.
Absolutely.
And our like Mallory and I are both very we're totally fine with confrontation.
Yep.
Like, so and we don't want to harbor anything. So if there's an issue, we talk about it immediately.
Yeah.
But she has certain things where if she's upset, she has to walk away and calm herself down so then she can be ready for the argument or ready for the issue
for sure.
or whatever.
Processing.
And I wasn't used to that at first, and she's like, hey, you got to give me a half a day.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
She's like, listen, I know that we both need to speak about this and we will get there, but you got to give me an hour.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, okay. So once I learned like the space and the duration, and once I learned to trust that she is coming back with it, she's not going to hold it and be resentful or anything.
Dude, resentment
She's
is the
coming back.
killer of relationships. If you start building that resentment, it's over. I mean, that really is like have you ever watched couples therapy on what is it, Paramount or whatever it is, with Orna? Go watch that. It's incredible, but it'll scare the hell out of you if you got issues in your relationship because you're like, oh God, we got to go get some professional help.
I like to do sneak attacks. That's how you win. You act like everything's fine, and then you just come out of left field with some crazy stuff.
Just to throw them off.
I can only imagine.
Tina is Tina is a
Avoidant
attachment
to the max.
Oh no.
I like that.
Which is tough at times because she'll say nothing. But I also am very like the same way I learned is like I am a professional wordsmith, and I know that my tongue can be a weapon at times, and I'm like, it's taken me a long time to get there, but I'm a 48-hour rule guy where I'm like, if I'm pissed about something, I'm like, if you're still mad in 2 days, bring it up then, because at least then it'll either be for real, you've thought about what you want to say, or you'll be over it and you won't have like said something biting in the moment that might be hurtful to somebody that you just said that really just made you feel better about something because you were lashing out because you felt hurt.
Yeah.
And that served me pretty well. But sometimes it does bite you in the ass because sometimes 48 hours goes by and I'm super pissed. And now then it feels like I'm being petty for bringing it up because it's been a couple days and things have been okay. So I don't know. There's a window there where you can overshoot your like argument window. I do that a lot where I'm like,
yeah,
now I feel like I can't bring it up.
And does it affect your sleep?
Everything's fine.
Huh?
Does it affect your sleep if you're still angry at nighttime and
no?
Oh, lucky.
I don't sleep anyway, so
that is one that I can't do the 48-hour rule because we have a rule that like we don't let the sun go down. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, and I'm not trying to yay for me kind of thing or toot our own horn, but I can count how many arguments that we've had in 10 years on one hand. It's maybe 3.
Yeah.
That's
maybe
good.
3. We just don't argue, and if we do, or if we have
not a big argument.
if we have a difference of opinion, it's really easy for us to work it out. Our languages, our argue language is pretty similar, and we got nothing between us. It's awesome.
That's good.
I'm not really an arguer, and if I don't talk about it, I don't like make a show of it. I don't sit around like
right,
I
cold
don't give
shoulder and
silent
all that.
treatment.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Well, that's a sign of intelligence and maturity.
Yeah.
Like people that do that, where they just sit around and pout or they're huffed up. I mean, I dated people like that. What a freaking nightmare. Those people will never take accountability for anything.
Yeah.
And they can never get through things in a responsible way. And honestly, run away from those people.
I got this full-on study here that says, like, when you're arguing too, it's better to be a listener than a speaker. And it says, it says that the issue here starts from humans only catch about 30% of what someone's actually saying.
Oh wow, that's low.
So if that's the fact, imagine when you're upset, you're probably taking in less than 30% of what they're saying.
I always win the argument in the car with myself, no matter what.
Good for you.
I'm happy to hear that. But do you listen to yourself?
I'll get. Sometimes the argument's happening. That's when I'm really listening. When I'm like, "This is exactly how I'll handle it." When it comes up, and then it never comes up.
I know, right? Or you have the argument, and then it's what you could have said.
What it could have said.
Yeah.
That's like the old Mark Twain. He said, "You always give. There's 3 speeches. The one you practice, the one you give and the one you wish you would have given.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the same thing with arguments. It's like you practice it and you'll be like, this is gonna come up and I'm gonna stick to these talking points. I'm not gonna lose my temper. I'm not gonna say anything petty. And then you have the argument, you forget to say half the stuff you're supposed to say because
Damn it.
and then you redo it in the car and you're like, killed it on the third try. Third try, man. Wish he was here for that.
There's a, you know, the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. There's a part in that movie where Brad Pitt realizes that Angelina Jolie's cleaned out all of his weapons in his tool shed, and he does this little like punching in the air thing because he's so frustrated. That's how I feel after I have an argument that I realize I didn't pull out all of my highlights.
Right, yeah.
Oh, it drives me nuts.
Well, these world-renowned relationship experts have a approach called the Imago relational therapy.
Wow.
Which teaches a skill called mirroring, simply repeating back what you heard and asking, did I get that right? It sounds simple, but it actually changes everything, and it's more difficult for more people than they think. The other person feels seen and valued and not attacked or ignored. Here's the key. Listening does not mean agreeing. It just means respecting someone's reality while keeping your own. These experts say, quote, the first duty of love is to listen. Because when you really listen, not just wait to talk, that's when connection actually begins. So good luck out there arguing.
That's good active listening across the board.
For
even
sure.
not even arguments. It's always not. It's good to repeat. I've always read like wait, takes your time. Like give it 3 seconds or repeat back. Like if someone's, especially if it's like a friend who's talking to you about something important or something they're seeking advice about. It makes people feel more like you're not preaching at them or trying to tell them what to do if you just repeat what they said back to you. Be like, so what I'm hearing is you're upset about this because this happened with so-and-so, and then give your opinion as opposed to being like, yo, F them, go do that. You know, like I think that's just good active listening across.
Yeah.
And then if you practice it in the things that are a little easier, it'll come more natural, I think, when you're having high stakes arguments with your significant other or whatever.
Well, when everybody was in the dating scene, did you ever practice zip coding? Does anybody know what zip coding is?
I do know what this is.
You do?
Yes.
High school did you go to?
Okay, well, yeah, well, pretty much. What is it?
This is where you are setting your parameters for people that live in your area. And
Yes.
you're not looking for anybody outside of that. But I feel like that is very common already. And do we really need a term for that?
Sure is in in St. Louis. I feel like South County folks they're only looking for South County folks, and North County folks are only looking for North County folks.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Do you really want to drive, back and forth? Or
Right,
you
long
can
distance.
have someone within 20 minutes that you can go hop over and say, howdy, and you go back home.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's more about the person rather than the drive. But I guess I see what you're saying.
Well, I mean, it's
dating apps-
easier to meet someone closer to you, I think.
It literally is saying that people will only consider dating people within their own zip code.
I mean, that's very limiting. I mean, I get the city, like you are dating in St. Louis, and maybe you don't want to date somebody that lives in Edwardsville because that might be too far of a drive.
I can't drive all the way across the river for my soulmate.
Happiness is more than 20 minutes away.
My soulmate needs to live in Lindenwood Park.
Well, the idea started on TikTok, obviously, of course, as everything does. And depending on how you look at it, it's either smart or super sketchy. On one hand, it's practical, like Scott is saying. You meet people close by, easier dates, fewer miles you got to travel, less ghosting. But the flip side, it can sound like an excuse to keep things casual or even play the field when you're out of town. So zip coding, love with a location limit. I don't know. That's a red flag for me. It's a little weird. It's a little narrow-minded, if you will. But I guess
Also, now you break up and now you're seeing each other at Chinooks all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't you want to have a little bit of distance for a guardrail in case things don't work out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was just thinking of what's close to you, but yeah, that is weird if it's just strictly based on the zip code, because most people find their significant other like at work or church or something like that, so you're around that place all the time, so it's kind of your
like
zip
community.
code. Yeah.
I also miss that. That's the thing, though. Maybe I romanticize it too much, but the dating apps take away the chance meeting. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
love at first
kind of
sight.
like,
There's a
there's
romance
part
in
of me that believes in that. I'm like, you bump into this person, or maybe you've been at the same parties and you just missed each other by like this much, and then serendipity rolls back around and you bump into each other somewhere. And
Yeah, you feel like it's
there's
God
something
or the
magical
universe.
about that feels good and feels right and feels like it was meant to be, as opposed to like just typing in a zip code and being like, who wants to bone?
It's almost like an algorithm.
But then I like boning. So it's like, I'm torn.
Yeah, it is tough.
I'm torn on this one.
Scott, I think you're going to like this, man.
Fantastic.
A recent survey shows that some Gen Zers are going on dates not for romance, but for a free meal.
Your
I
thoughts?
do like that. That is awesome. There's nothing sweeter than that.
Yep, you heard that right. With financial pressures mounting, dating has become less about love and more about survival for some young adults. The survey found that 31% of Gen Z respondents admitted to saying yes to a date just to get a free dinner. So can you imagine, like, we're together, newly together, and you're like, hey, man, listen, I'm hungry and I really want a nice dinner. Let's break up just for a day or two. I'm going to get a date and go out and get a dinner. I'll be back. We'll get back together on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You're talking about opening a relationship for free dinners? Yes.
This sounds like a great movie plot where it's a married couple and they're struggling financially and they're like, hey, we just have to go on pretend dates with someone else, but get the free meal, get the doggy bag, bring it home.
Before we jump to conclusions.
I'm head over heels in love with my partner. Oh, any guns?
Say
Yeah,
less.
we're open.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? They have been pissing me off lately.
It's just a date. I mean, a free dinner. Money is tight, rent is high, grocery costs are a fortune, and extra spending cash, forget about it. So Gen Z financial stress is shaping how they date, how they live in every aspect. In fact, half of the survey's participants said that they were going on fewer dates altogether because of this economy. And when they do date, they're raising their standards. 44% now said that they only date somebody who earns more money than they do. It might sound a little shallow, but considering the cost of living, it's not hard to see why long-term financial stability is, rising to the top of the priority list. The shift in priorities doesn't stop at first dates either. People are becoming more upfront about money earlier in relationships, which I think is a good idea.
Do you think men are doing that? Do you think men, I mean, it's always been like the gold digger stereotype of like women looking for rich men, but do you think more men nowadays are going for rich women and like seeking out financially stable women?
It seems like it's more popular. I think it is.
I think it's necessary. I mean, we've crafted a society now that most households are dependent on two incomes.
I mean, that's why I married my wife. She's from Chesterfield.
That's sweet. Good for you, Scott.
Yeah, we all saw that from a mile away. We know. You outkicked your coverage. According to the survey, 37% of respondents believe that you should share your salary with a partner as soon as you become exclusive. No more waiting until you're engaged or married. And even after tying the knot, many couples are opting to keep separate bank accounts. In fact, 54% now said that they prefer to maintain individual control over their finances.
For sure.
Back to the free meal debate. Going on a date just to eat for free might seem transactional, but could there be an upside? Maybe you agree to grab dinner with somebody you're not immediately drawn to, and it turns out that they're actually great company.
What?
Hey,
There's
then you
no
like this
way.
person. A free meal and a potential connection, that's a win-win, right?
Came for the ribeye, but I stayed for the conversation.
For your eyes, yeah. On the flip side, it's clear that money troubles are putting pressure on relationships. Millennials, for example, are even more likely than Gen Z to end relationships over finances. 38% saying that they'd break up if money values didn't align. For Gen Z, financial ultimatums are also becoming common. 43% admit to giving or receiving an ultimatum about money habits. Whether splitting the bill, skipping expensive outings, or reevaluating what we prioritize in a partner, dating looks a lot different these days. Financial transparency, communication, those are all now key, but so is finding the balance between practicality and connection. And hey, if Gen Z's creativity in navigating these challenges leads to better financial habits and stronger relationships, then maybe they're on to something and our divorce rates will go down.
I thought they were already going down because nobody's getting married anymore.
Fewer people are getting married. I think so. Is going on a date for a free meal harmless or a little too opportunistic? We'll go around. Scott, you say?
Yes.
What? Harmless?
Well, I mean, if the person that you're going on a date with thinks you're actually like, interested in him, they want to go, they're trying to find out more about you, they're investing into you, they're doing all that, but you're just there to be like, I don't care about this guy, I just want a free meal. Then yeah, that's awful.
Okay, awful. He says awful.
I'm down with having company while we're at Cracker Barrel because I'm lonely.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take you out. I'm going to buy you some chicken and dumplings. And we get a second date out of it, great. If you just use me for the dumplings, whatevs.
Yeah,
I got enough
whatevs.
money, I'm all good.
I'm paying for the opportunity to impress you.
Honestly, I would, like, if I were single right now, and just going out on, I don't even know if I would be looking for romance. I would just want to hang out with new people and just be like, have the interesting ethnography at the dinner. You know what I mean?
Listen, if I said, hey, I'd like to take you out to dinner, let me take you out to dinner, and you said yes, and then I found out before, during, or after that you just went to the dinner for a free meal, I would still be like, well, okay, but I had the opportunity to hang out and display my personality a little bit.
I don't believe that.
Oh, 100%.
No, wait, I think you'd be mad about it.
That she was just doing it for a free meal?
If it was just me, though. If it was me, we would have an entertaining conversation.
Time is so
about cats.
valuable.
Listen, if I want to date with somebody and it takes a free meal to get it, the date is my opportunity. That's my job interview. I'm trying to get this person interested in me, or I'm trying to see if I'm interested in them.
Yeah, I'm taking this as people have zero romantic intentions. Like there's nothing you could. They're just doing it because we've done stories about this where like the women will go out and order like $30 martinis and then get to-go food and be like, I don't want anything, like, and make it obvious that they were just like kind of using you to pay for the meal. Because remember when the guy tried to make her split the check and she got mad about it?
If you're a jerk like that, that sucks.
That's what.
So it would depend on the level of what we're doing here. If it felt like someone was just like using you to get a free meal and like taking advantage of you, like they considered you like you're not even in my league. You're just a dork who's going to pay for my meal. Or vice versa. If you're a man who's like, I'll go out with this girl, she'll be happy to have the company, and I'll make her pay. That feels gross to me.
Yeah,
and that would make me mad. Gross. And I think that you're a code guy, and I think that would make you mad. I think you'd be like, that's against my code.
But you're saying there's a chance.
You're Lloyd Christmasing this thing.
I got no chance. If I say, hey, you want to go out to dinner, and you say no, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
Money in your pocket, though.
It's like when my band plays like an easy show that we've played a million times that we know it's just going to be awesome. And we would love to have more people show up, but it's just going to be like 50 people show up. We're always like, this is essentially a practice for us because it's a shoo-in. That's essentially what you're saying. It's like a practice date.
For whom?
For whoever you meet eventually.
Yeah.
Like the people that you're going to dinner with just to get dinner.
Of it as an established person. Think about a 20-year-old kid who's in college. They have barely enough money to, like they're just working dumpy jobs and all this. And then they go on a date to find out this girl had no interest. And I was like, well, crap, that was my whole...
But at least you're well prepared for the next one because maybe it didn't go well or maybe something did go well and you're like, I like going to that place or I like telling this story to that person. That seemed to make them interested even though it maybe didn't go anywhere.
Well, I'm not just saying just take anybody out.
Get your hands out of my pockets.
I mean, you're asking people that you're interested in on a date. And if they say no, the chances are over. If they say yes, well, it's going to cost you for that chance. It's not.
But that's not what you said. You said that they were purposely going out.
They're saying they
say yes to anybody
for a free dinner.
Yeah, they'll say yes to anybody. It's not. There's no connection there, anyways.
They'll say yes.
I'm all in favor of a friend dinner. I just want to know what that is, and I'll pay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, I think you're a cool person. I want to get to know you better. That's fine.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Listen,
and that could be a guy.
I'm talking about one date. If we're pulling 2 or 3, and then I found out that you're only here for the meals, then that's obviously over the line.
Cakes and pies.
All right.
Starting to think you're here for the food, lady.
That's your sexy time fun facts. We're going to do Rafe's relationships with right after the break, and then we're going to do some fake news or Florida because we got some tickets to give away to that Adam Sandler show coming up this Friday night.
The phrase that pays is right around the corner.
That's right. AEW Wrestle Dream tickets to give away as well. Tickets into the Ludo Show and Ballpark Village Ride or Die Halloween Party with the Rizzuto Show and the Teenage Dirtbags. We'll give out tickets, but we'll do relationships with Rafe after the break. That's Schreier Air text line is open, 314-649-DUMB. The Mick Ultra studio cams are live, 105.7 The Point YouTube channel. And, of course, we are available on email. If you want to email us your wacky stories and different things, RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. After this segment, we'll be giving out tickets to Adam Sandler, AEW Wrestle Dream, Ludo, and Ballpark Village Ride or Die Halloween Party coming up next weekend. Lots to give away with Fake News or Florida. But first, we like to call this segment 5 or 6 different things.
Rafe on potato chips.
Yes, sometimes it's Rafe on relationships or relationships with Rafe. We were talking during the break that we've named this thing 9 different times, and I don't know what the official name is.
Raflation.
I don't want it to have one.
So
Raflation.
Yeah.
So let's get into relationships with Rafels.
There we go. Relationship with Rafels. We're going to do some missed connections today. And usually when Moon's at the helm, I can get a little musical accompaniment with this. So
Just tell me where it's from.
I'm going to give you the geography, and you give me what music you think that geography merits. Okay, this is a Tower Grove Schnooks on Arsenal.
Tower Grove. Let me think that one.
Schnooks on Arsenal, Tower Grove.
Maybe that's something like.
Oh, dang.
Listen up. Listen up. What? Listen up. This is the headline. Cheese Savior Lady at Schnooks. St. Louis on Arsenal. Cheese Savior Lady. You ran after me, thinking I'd left some cheese dip at the checkout. It wasn't my cheese. Oh, no. But I thanked you anyway. I had just gotten off work and people hadn't treated me very well all that day or week for that matter. LOL.
Tower Grove gonna drop.
It broke my heart. It broke my heart that you were that considerate. I teared up in my car. That's right. I cried in my car outside of a Schnooks. Cried in my car outside of a Schnooks for a cheese savior lady at Schnooks. A cheese savior lady at Schnooks. Please call me. Call me. I cried in my car. I have mental issues and an emotional problem, but please call me anyway. Hook me up. I cried in my car because you were so nice. Cheese savior lady at Schnooks.
Yeah. Honk, honk, honk.
There we go.
Dude, your voice when you go low like that's so great. It's the best.
Tower Grove gonna drop.
Tower Grove gonna drop that beat. Dropping prices at Schnooks. Dropping beats and the meats and the cheeses and the charcuterie means love. Moving on.
I felt like if anybody was into EDM love, it's Tower Grove.
Heck yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, they are.
I can see somebody. All right, this is in Sullivan, Missouri.
Sullivan. Oh shoot.
Sullivan, Missouri.
That's definitely something specific, but do I have it?
Do you have a Sullivan beat in there?
I mean, I got something like kind of.
There it is.
Sullivan is a little old school. Do-up. Boomer's Brunette. You nailed it. It's a boomer thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no way.
Boomer's Brunette with a van and group of friends in Sullivan, Missouri. I was the blonde guy sitting with the chick at the table next to you in Boomers and Sullivan. It's a nice little establishment where boomers like to go. I saw you when I went outside and I should have said something, but I didn't. I wanted to approach you in a dark parking lot, seemed kind of like a creep. I can't help but think that I should have. Every fiber of my being tells me I really should have reached out to you somehow. So here's to hoping, baby, Boomer's Brunette with a van. Could you please respond to a man who loves you so much that I put it on Craigslist in St. Louis?
Wow.
Very well done.
All right, that's in Sullivan.
So she was sitting in the van?
He was the blonde guy sitting with the chick at the table next to you at Boomers and Sullivan. When they went outside, should have said something. She was sitting with all her friends in a van. I actually thought of your mom when I saw this, and I go,
no,
was
Mr.
Jill
Blue
in
Sky?
Sullivan?
She probably was.
Mr. Blue Sky? Somebody trying to... Jerry, get out. Jerry, you might have to go fisticuffs with this guy.
Jerry's like, just whatever.
As long as you don't say yeah. But so they didn't want to approach you in a dark parking lot. Good call. I'm going to say good call on
Very
that,
good.
Mr. Sullivan. And but every fiber of his being tells him you really should have reached out somehow. So here's the hope. And so if you were at Boomers in Sullivan, this was on, let's see what day this was on. This was on 9/16. This is an older one, so it's been about a month.
Okay.
But there's still time.
Still time. Get you some.
Okay, let's see. I don't want to do that one. Let's do this one. Okay, this is Crestwood. Your hometown, baby.
Crestwood.
Ooh.
All right.
You're nailing it, dude. I just want to say before I say the title of this out loud, he has not seen these in advance.
I've got a gift.
Black girl working the drive-thru at McD's on Watson in Crestwood. Please respond to this for me. Yeah. I was a white guy in a white pickup. You made a comment on my hard hat. I was hanging in the backseat. Ha ha. You really are cute and beautiful. Smile more. It would be nice. I'd like to get to know you. Like to get to know you. I'm a white guy in a white pickup in a hard hat. Wow. Hanging out in Crestwood. You're a black girl working the drive-thru at McDonald's, and I'm Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. And you're really crushing these today. That's it.
Thanks, man. I really do have a
Crushing
gift.
it.
Short, simple, sweet. Simple and sweet. If you're a black gal working the drive-thru at McD's on Watson and Crestwood and you saw a white boy in a white pickup with a hard hat in the back and made a little small talk about it, he's liking what you're laying down.
That's
and
right.
he wants a little bit more than the fish fillet. He wants to get to know you. So, respond. He's out there.
What'd she order? Fish fillet?
Yeah, what was the order?
She was working the drive-thru. He didn't say the order. He just said that they had a nice exchange about his hard hat hanging up in the back.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Well, good luck.
All
I
right.
hope it all goes well.
Let's see what I got here.
Oh, you got another one?
I got several more. How much time? How do I have time for?
Let's do one more.
All right. St. Peter's.
Oh, St. Peter's.
This is a quick. This is a quick one. This one made me laugh just from the title.
Carefree Pop. That's what we're-
And speaking of carefree, you're killing it again because the title of this one is "Hobos Waiting for Your Food." Just a couple of hobos out there waiting for your food. In St. Peter's, you let me know I had to go inside to pay. At the pump, ha ha, we laughed, made jokes, and exchanged pleasantries. You had rad tats. I had rad tats. Tell me what is on your hand tattoo, and we can hang out together. Hobos waiting for your food. Couple hobos waiting around for your food. Maybe a hot dog off the roller grill or a tornado. Let me know I had to go inside just to pay. Ha ha. We laughed and made jokes and exchanged pleasantries. Hee hee. You had rad tats and I had rad tats too. Tell me what is on your hand tattoo.
Well, good luck out there, St. Peter's.
I don't know if hobos are going to have a radio, but if you were a hobo waiting for your food in St. Peter's, somebody's liking your vibe. Your
was a nice-
carefree, spirited, low stakes pop vibe. And that concludes the Rafes on Potato Chips.
That was beautiful. Thank you for that.
Rayful's relationship potato chips. Excellently done.
Very well done.
Excellently
you were
done.
4 for 4 on the music.
Oh, thanks, man. I work
job,
hard.
man.
That's
Great job
unreal.
on the singing.
I work hard.
That's unreal.
I spent my entire teenage years getting good at music for that right there, for Rafe on potato chips.
You're a good producer, dude.
Thank you.
Maybe we finally found the money-making niche.
Yeah, dude. If it all goes down, we're going to be okay. Alrighty, today's contest is brought to you by
CarStar, your auto body expert. Hail damage? See them at carstar.com.
Okay, we're playing Fake News or Florida. Learn is going to host. She is going to read you a headline, and we just want you to tell us if that story is fake news or something that actually happened in the state of Florida. Now, 2 out of 3, you win. You get your pick of tickets to Adam Sandler this Friday night, October 17th at Enterprise Center. Or a pair of tickets to AEW Wrestle Dream this Saturday night, October 18th at the Chaffetz. All Elite Wrestling is returning to Chaffetz for their one-night biggest PPV event of the year. We got a pair of tickets to Ludo, night number 1 at Halloween next Friday night, October 24th at the pageant. And then, of course, we have a pair of tickets to give out to Ballpark Village Ride or Die Halloween Party, hosted by the Rizzuto Show. Teenage Dirtbags are playing. Alabama Dirtbags are going to make an appearance. That's next Saturday night, October 25th. All hosted by the Riz Show. Okay, so Learn, are you prepared?
I am.
All right, let me get my buttons ready. There's that. I gotta find the Florida button.
Oh, that's Florida.
Oh, that's Florida. Where is Florida? You know what?
It's at the bottom.
I'll find it.
It's
I'll
down
find
at the bottom.
We'll
of
make
the
it up
country.
if we need to.
Okay, let's get people on the phone. First up, we have Alex in St. Louis. Alex, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What's up, dude? How are you?
What's up?
What's up? Okay, are you ready to play Fake News or Florida?
Let's do it.
Okay, great. If
All
you
right.
win, what tickets are you going for?
Sandler.
Sandler. I got a feeling
Sandman.
that's a hot ticket. Hot ticket
I
this
might
week.
go see him too. It was so good last time. Cried my eyes out to the Chris Farley tribute.
Aww.
It was so cute. All right, Alex, let's go. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Police in the town of Parrish arrested a man for assaulting his wife with a Taco Bell burrito. Is that fake news or Florida?
Let's go Florida.
Oh, that's Florida.
Very good, Alex.
Nice.
Alex, breaking news. A Holiday man had his monkey taken away after the two of them were busted for driving a stolen car. Is it fake news or Florida?
Fake news.
That was Florida.
That's Florida.
All right, you're 1-1 here. You got to get this one correct. You ready? A Tallahassee policeman says a house cat started a fire by spilling a glass of whiskey onto a gas stove. Is it fake news or Florida?
Fake.
Fake news. Oh, Alex wins.
You're going to see Sandler.
Nice.
Congrats.
Hang tight. We'll get you some Sandler tickets. Josh in Belleville. What's up, Josh?
What's up, guys?
Hey, dude. If you win, what are you going to?
I want to go to the Sandman.
Sweet. More Sandman tickets coming out of here. If you get two of these three right to learn, take it away.
All right, Josh. A hospital security guard was fired for uploading his farts to Instagram. Is it fake news or Florida?
That's Florida.
Oh, that's Florida.
Straight. Very
100%.
good, Josh. All right, breaking news, Josh. An Orlando weatherman was fired for telling viewers that the temperature would dip below 50 degrees for the third effing day in a row. Is that fake news or Florida?
Oh, that's Florida.
That's fake news.
All right.
That's all right.
That is
Here we
fake
go. You
news.
got to get this one, Josh. Let's go. Police in Niceville say a naked man started a house fire while drunkenly baking cookies on his George Foreman grill. Is it fake news or Florida?
Fake news.
Oh, that's Florida.
Hi, Josh.
Goodbye, Josh. Keith in Wright City. Are you going to do better than Josh?
I hope so.
All right, here we go.
All right, Keith, turn your radio down, please. Thank you.
All right.
A Winter Springs mother served as the lookout and getaway driver for her 15-year-old son who robbed a convenience store at gunpoint. Is this fake news?
That's Florida.
Oh, that's Florida.
That's right. Very good, Keith. All right, Keith, a Broward County man brought a tiger into a grocery store and then later told police it was his therapy animal. Is it fake news or Florida?
Fake news.
Very good, Keith. You win.
Dang. Keith, where are you going? What tickets?
Sandman.
Sandman. All right, hang tight. Austin. Austin and Fenton. What's up, dude?
Good morning, everyone. Energy up.
Energy up. All right. What tickets are you going to get if you do as well as Keith?
I'm going to try to get Sandman tickets.
Here we go again.
Hot ticket alert. All right, Austin, let's see how you do. A West Palm Beach man caught a 17-foot, 120-pound python with his bare hands after seeing it on the side of the road. Is it fake news or Florida?
That's got to be Florida.
Oh, that's Florida.
Exactly right.
Full on Florida.
Austin, this just in, a Key West mother was busted for drunk driving after pulling up to her daughter's school car wash. Is that fake news or Florida?
I feel like I've heard you guys say this, so I'm going to go Florida again.
And that was fake news. It's okay. Let's get it back here.
It does seem very believable. It's so believable that it's fake.
Yeah. Austin, last one. A Jacksonville Heights teacher has been busted for trying to get drugs delivered to her while she taught at an elementary school. Is that fake news or Florida?
I'm going to go fake news.
All right.
Goodbye, Austin. Marty and Arnold. Marty.
Morning, guys. How we doing?
Morning.
up?
We are doing well. How are you?
Great.
Killer. Here we go. Learn fake news or Florida.
All right, Marty McFly. A Fort Pierce woman was arrested for drug possession and told police the wind blew cocaine into her purse. Is it fake news or Florida?
Fake news.
Oh, that's Florida.
That was real, Marty. Get it together. Here we go.
Should've known it.
You should have known. It's all right. Let's bring it back. A Treasure Island man broke into a stranger's garage to use their coffee maker and didn't take anything else. Is it fake news or Florida?
Man, that's got to be Florida, right?
Oh, that's Florida.
Exactly right,
Nice.
Marty.
On the board here. Make or break.
Here we go. Marty, your last chance. A Chick-fil-A manager was arrested for assault after she tried to stick a customer's hand into the French fryer. Is it fake news or is it Florida?
That's fake news.
Very good, Marty. That's fake news.
Nice. All right, hang tight. We're giving out a lot of tickets, but I'm going to give one more person a
Let's
chance.
do it.
AJ in St. Louis. AJ, sup?
Hey, good morning, guys. How are y'all?
Doing very well. Here we
Super
go.
good,
Fake news
dude.
or Florida. You're the last one. What tickets do you want if you win it?
Sandman.
Here we go again.
All right, AJ, I hope you go. Here we go. A Brockville woman was arrested for assault after beating her boyfriend with a pork chop. Is it fake news or Florida?
I'm going to say Florida.
Oh, that's Florida.
That's exactly right, AJ. A Naples woman was arrested for a DUI and asked a cop to drink her last 2 beers with her. Is it fake news or Florida? I know.
I say fake news.
AJ, you are going to the Sandman. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our winners. Speaking of winners, we're going to have a lot more because this phrase that pays is so easy and so fun. Every hour from the 9 a.m. hour to the 5 p.m. hour, Monday through Friday, try to keep up. We'll drop a keyword, 9 code words total per day. And that creates one mystery phrase created by a member of the Rizzuto Show. Today is one of my phrases. The phrase that pays is like 2 cash giveaway games in one. This is how you do the first one. You catch just a few of those code words during the day, and you can enter each one on the Point mobile app or on 1057thepoint.com for your shot at a $1,000 weekly grand prize. Each hour is a new chance to get entered to win up to 9 times per day. So there's 9 words. If you enter all of them, you get 9 different chances for that $1,000 weekly grand prize. But if you play along all day and collect all 9 keywords, then you have the phrase that pays. Just be ready the next morning, and we here on the Rizzuto Show will give a cue to call, and the first caller with the correct 9-word phrase from the day before wins $250 cash right there. And a half-hearted round of applause from us, of course.
Yes.
Like this. Yay. Each day, the Riz Show will give out word number 1 in the 9 a.m. hour. And then Donnie's going to have hourly codes at 10 a.m., 11, noon, and the 1 p.m. hours. And then Liv will have code words in the 2, 3, 4, and 5 p.m. hours. Do you see how this goes?
I do.
Write them down, lock them in, do what you got to do, put them in your notes app. But be ready to call the next morning with the 9-word Riz Show phrase that pays. And don't forget, lock them in on the app. Every single hour you have another chance to put in, your shot to enter that $1,000 weekly prize. It all starts right now. All the details, if you're still lost, are at 1057thepoint.com. But today's first word in the Rizzuto Show phrase that pays is B. B-E.
B-E.
B.
B.
Okay?
Okay.
That's the first word in the phrase that pays.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
I'll tell you what, we will start local, and this story is straight out of a TV show. I'm going to say that. A Ferguson man is facing felony charges after police say that he boarded his 6-year-old, I'll repeat, 6-year-old daughter's school bus and told her to attack another child.
Oh, my.
Prosecutors say 36-year-old Maurice Fox pushed past the driver on a Ferguson Florissant school bus on Thursday morning, walked straight to a 7-year-old girl and told his daughter to, quote, do what I told you to do. Police say the little girl then began punching the other student in the head multiple times while her father encouraged her to keep going, saying things like, again, and, quote, I want her crying. The disturbing scene was all caught on bus video cameras. Fox now faces 1 felony harassment charges, 2 counts of assault, and trespassing on a school bus. He has previous felony convictions, and a judge has set his bond at $100,000 cash only. As of Saturday, police say he had not been yet taken into custody. Did you guys see the video of the helicopter thing that happened over the weekend?
Oh, my gosh.
No, I
Yeah.
did not.
Have you seen, there's angles also from right there at the staircase.
Right there. Oh, yeah. I saw that, too. I saw that
Like the person
earlier this morning.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't see this, look it up. There was a terrifying helicopter spin out at Huntington Beach, California. That's where we do the Back to the Beach Festival. Like, it's a big park.
Yeah. I dislocated my left shoulder there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But this,
I'm okay, though.
this happened on Saturday. The woman caught it on camera when at first this chopper flies low. Now, the first thing I read was some sort of helicopter show or festival or something, but I don't think that's the case. I don't know what this is.
It was they were doing something with helicopters and cars show. And
Okay,
so it was a
like
test run the day before, and it was supposed to come land on the next day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. On
so it was for a
Sunday.
car show thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this chopper comes in, and it's not like one of them little, bells or something that you're going up and it's one of the bigger. It's one of the bigger
like
ones.
a Black
It's
Hawk?
nice.
No. It's not like a military one, but it's bigger. It's like a kind of something you'd see with the Coast Guard. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like
can't-
the Coast Guard kind of thing where it's big. It could carry a lot of stuff.
It looks real nice. This thing flies low and then it rises up and it's spun out of control right before crashing, and it's crashed right on this like stairwell. I mean, blades are flying. There's people standing on the thing. Now, 5 people were injured in hospitals in the crash, 2 in the copter and 3 near the beach. I don't know if somebody got hit with a blade or a piece or something like that, but the second video that I saw was on the stairwell rushing to it, and you could see people trapped underneath the body of the helicopter.
This is in California?
Yeah, it's on Huntington Beach.
And did you see there was a lady that had a shopping bag in her purse, and she was just standing on the steps just, feet from it, just so confused and didn't know what to do. And then
It's
so this
crazy.
guy he was like, "Get over here."
It's crazy. Here's what
Yeah.
it sounded like. Dude, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Now-
And miracle though.
It's a miracle that it didn't set on fire because from what I read, those things are made out of whatever, magnesium or something that's super
Magnesium.
flammable.
The outside is the matches and it's just
Helicopter
fire.
before bed.
But no, did you see? So the trees broke the fall, and that little arm of the building did as well. And then, the fact no fire broke out, and then the tail rotor fell off, and somehow, and Huntington Beach was always packed. I guess they had the parking lot closed. No one was there. It just landed in the middle of an empty parking lot.
Wow.
I mean, everything was just incredible. How no one was truly killed.
Wild. Another video that I saw right around that same time was this dude. I thought you'd love this, Learn, if you don't already have it saved.
What is it?
This guy goes, he's like stirring soup, and he goes, "So you mean to tell me that we have water, we're boiling the water, we're putting vegetables, herbs, spices, and dead animals in here, and we call it soup? This is some witch's brew."
That's right.
He's
It's a
like, this
cauldron.
is witch stuff.
All soup is witchery.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, it's
he's like, we've covered over it to make it seem like it's not witchcraft, but this is witchcraft.
I was making soup last night.
Well, the witches of TikTok want to boycott crock pot.
Why?
Well, because they say the company broke their promise to deliver a cauldron this year by October.
I did not see this in my monthly witch newsletter, so I didn't know anything about it. But yes, now I'm upset.
Well, I thought you would like the first video where the guy was saying soup is witchcraft, but this is maybe not going to make you look great as far as the witch community.
Witches, we have an official update from Crockpot on the Crockpot Cauldron. They posted yesterday, shortly after I made a post about when is the cauldron coming? I'm going to keep posting until it arrives. They said, we acknowledge that everybody's been asking for the cauldron. They posted a bunch of the comments and a bunch of the messages from people asking, where is this cauldron that we were promised last year? And so they said that there will not be a crockpot cauldron this year. This is very unfortunate. I think I speak for all witches and alternative people when we say we would buy this year round any time of year. So it would definitely be profitable if it dropped in like October.
That would be nice. But yet again, we just are.
Because they didn't give you.
What we want doesn't matter, I mean, every damn time. It's our season. Can we just have our crock pot cauldron?
Yeah, I also want to know how often people are going out like, today I was going to go buy a crock pot, but not now.
Not now. I do have a crock pot.
Everyone
Never
has
used
one
it.
already. Who's buying new ones?
Well, I guess you got to, if they don't give you what you want, by that time you boycott.
I will
Seems like an
definitely-
extreme measure.
In 20 years when I'm going to have to buy another one, I will.
Don't you curse crockpot. We love stupid criminals in this room. We
Yeah.
love it. Thank you. As long as no one's hurt, we love these stories. If we let stupid criminals off the hook, they're not going to learn. But this guy gets a pass because this is hilarious. A man in Oregon named Peter Higginbotham had his 1996 Toyota Camry hotwired and stolen last year. I'm sorry to hear that. A 29-year-old car wasn't exactly the picture of health. It even had a bumper sticker on it that said, quote, "The book value of my car is one Baja Blast."
Fun. Sense of humor. Love it.
About a month later, the car and its thief turned up, and the vehicle was a mess. The insurance company declared it totaled and paid out $1,700. The thief was a woman named Cesare Walter, and she was charged with unauthorized use and possession of a stolen vehicle, both felonies. But Peter asked for the judge to drop the charges against her in exchange for a Mountain Dew Baja Blast to honor the bumper sticker. The judge eventually agreed and told the defendant, "You worked out a smoking hot agreement." Peter got his Baja Blast, and he didn't like it. He said, "I'm not a big soda guy. It was a little citrusy, a little bit pineapple-y. Maybe it's better if you're actively eating a taco." Peter is still fine with the deal, though. He said that he just didn't want to see somebody going to jail over his silly 1996 Toyota Camry.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool, right?
I guess. Good. Glad she learned her lesson.
In a twist straight out of a crime drama, a man was arrested this week after his own mother called police to report him for robbing a bank.
All right.
Authorities say 33-year-old Aaron Spencer walked into a Truist Bank on Memorial Highway in Florida and demanded money from the teller, implying that he had a gun. Now, he fled on foot and even ditched his clothes in a nearby parking lot. Later that day, Spencer's mama dialed 911 and confessed that her son just robbed the bank and that she was on his way to turn him in. By evening, Spencer was in custody and handed over all the stolen cash. What makes this case even more striking is that Spencer had already been out on bond for another bank robbery earlier this year. He's now facing charges of robbery with a firearm while masked, involving sums between $750 and $20,000. Even when your own family calls you out, this accountability is that's a whole new level, if you ask me.
That's pretty cool. That's a mom that doesn't want her kid to get
worse.
Yeah, or shot or something.
A Pennsylvania pastor sparked controversy when he brought an AR-15 style rifle onto the pulpit during a sermon, and then he started pointing it at the churchgoers. The church says the firearm was a prop, unloaded, with the firing pin removed, and displayed publicly as empty before the message began, and the pastor used it as an illustration to communicate the metaphor clearing the room of unbelief. He claimed the act wasn't about violence against people, but to call a spiritual intensity. However, there were a few in the congregation that were unsettled.
What?
Not cool with this. Some felt threatened by the gesture, especially when the laser pointer was aimed at their chest.
Oh, my.
The church has defended its approach, saying the message has garnered great attention, and that was what they were hoping viewers would see in the full context. What an a-hole.
Well, Jesus moves in mysterious ways.
Okay.
Sometimes it's peace and love, and sometimes it's a laser pointer in the middle of your forehead.
I want to wrap up on some good news, if you guys are cool with that. Cool with that?
Yes.
10-year-old girl in Texas did the abdominal thrust.
Thank you.
And saved her 7-year-old brother's life. He was eating candy while jumping on a trampoline in their backyard.
Scott, you need to be better about
That's
overload
literally,
law.
you
I
do.
mean, this is how, okay, if you don't understand the laws of trampolining, this is kind of what happens to folks. You know, it just...
This does seem like the thing they would put in the commercial.
Right.
For like,
Yeah.
don't do this.
Yeah, don't eat a feast.
candy and jump on the trampoline.
Was it
You
G.I.
might
Joe?
choke.
Was it G.I. Joe that had the
the
thing
more
at
you
the
know.
end? And
Knowing is half the battle.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and it would have these little videos of these little playouts, and then Mr. T would come and be like, "Don't mess with candy on a trampoline."
Yeah.
It's kind of like Reno 911 always has their nice little great messages in the middle.
Here's his mother, Heather James, talking about her daughter saving her son's life. Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was a hard watch, much as it hurts my heart to watch. Gosh, I'm just so proud of her. Logan has swore he will never be on the trampoline with a piece of candy again. I'm so proud of my kid. She's always been an exceptional kid. She is one of those kids that she's just so mature for her age. My only message to any other moms or dads or anyone responsible for a child out there is not to underestimate them because of their age.
Yeah, that kid, if she wasn't the favorite, she is now.
She's
Now,
like-
my other kid is a dumbass.
Yeah. Let's talk about little Trevor.
Yeah, we didn't hear much about him.
I mean, that
Just
just...
that he wouldn't eat candy again. She didn't even defend him. She wasn't like, he's young, he didn't know better. She's like, he's an idiot.
I did see it. It's interesting, though. I guess they had security footage of them because it looked like a iPhone camera angled at the trampoline, like watching them play. So I guess it was maybe mom was inside and had the security camera on them, which is fine. But it's amazing that it caught that moment because the little girl, like saving her brother's life, she's a hero.
Because this seems like something that would have happened over and over again for us as kids, like these dumb situations on a trampoline. And We didn't have cameras to capture it all, though.
It's amazing I have not choked on any. Like, I'm always lying down and eating something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like an idiot.
Well,
You need chairs at your
thanks.
table.
I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Two teens in Kansas helped save a guy's life last week. They saw his truck swerving on the road, pulled in front of him to stop him, and then called 911. Turns out this dude's blood sugar was low, and he had blacked out. Here is the man, Norman Stahlheber, talking about what happened. And I want you guys, I mean, he sounds like a real nice guy. I don't want to make fun of his voice or nothing. But when I heard him talk, I was like, there's a cartoon character this guy sounds like.
Okay.
Check this out.
I ended up in the ditch. The young couple that stopped to help me, they were talking to me, and I could hear the voice, but I couldn't really react to it. If they wouldn't have stopped, I don't know if anybody would have known and had called 911 and reported it. And when you get it low like that, a lot of bad things can happen. It just shows you that the younger generation, there definitely are some good ones out there, there's no doubt, that take responsibility and do what they're supposed to do.
The way that he talks.
Yeah.
Droopy.
Homer Simpson?
Is it Mr. Garrison?
Yeah, I was hearing the okay.
Oh, yeah, I hear that. Okay.
Like if you just threw an okay.
Wouldn't have stopped. I don't know if anybody would have known.
Okay.
His
And
throat.
had called 911
This man has a throat cavern.
and reported it. And when you get it low like that, a lot of bad things can happen.
I think it's Dr.
Just shows you that the younger generation, there definitely are some good ones out there, there's no doubt, that take responsibility and do what they're supposed to do.
Seems like a real nice
Also,
guy.
I want a
Yeah.
parrot in my backyard.
Also, I just want that guy to like talk to me while I'm falling asleep. He needs to get on like Insight Timer and do some guided meditations.
Yeah, it's almost like the words disappeared
I
out.
ended up in the ditch.
I feel like he's
Dude, he
carrying
needs
me
to
to
do-
my room from the couch with his mouth.
Yeah, but you know, he needs to do the Bible, kind of Darth Vader, what's his face? He read
James
the whole
Earl
Bible.
Jones.
Yeah, he
Oh,
needs to do
yeah.
his version.
James Earl Jones read the whole Bible
Yes,
to you?
it's
Wow.
awesome.
I ended up in the ditch.
In the bitch. Jesus said,
I
bring
like
your
this guy.
AR-15 with laser scope and turn over those tables at the temple. Thou shalt not do it. And the Lord said on this day, woman, why is there no wine at this wedding?
I ended up in the ditch.
All right, we're having too much fun. That's your news. Rafe, tell me a little bit about sports, and then we'll get into the Riz Show versus Fastlane.
All right,
score.
sports brought to you by DraftKings Casino Queen. Play, stay, and dine. Visit DraftKingsCasinoQueen.com for special promotion. Like you said, Blues bounce back to beat the Flames 4-2 in Calgary. They got to win, guys. Jake Neighbors starred with 2 goals, including a go-ahead tally as St. Louis took down Calgary on the road. Robert Thomas chipped in with a goal and an assist, and Suter added an insurance goal in the third. In the net, Hofer made 27 saves, solidifying the rebound. The Blues after getting shut out in the season opener. The win, even St. Louis's record, gives them momentum leading into their next game, which is tonight versus the Canucks in Vancouver. They're out of the country. So go watch it at a Hot Shots. Next up, Major League Baseball. I don't know if you guys saw this. Mariners edged out the Tigers in a 15-inning classic Game 5 to punch the ALCS ticket. After a marathon of a 4-hour and 58 15-inning game, which I watched the end of Saturday night.
Wow.
Seattle's Jorge Polanco delivered a walk-off single to beat Detroit 3-2, sending the Mariners to the American League Championship Series, their first ALCS berth since 2001.
You said it was hard to watch because the Mariners just were trying to give it away.
Dude, it's weird to me that I watched the game and they had runners on first and second 2 times in extra innings with no outs, and they refused to bunt. Like, no one plays small ball anymore. They would not bunt them across, and then the guy would like strike out and then hit and do a double play. Happened twice, and I'm like, what are we doing here? Where's La Russa? Where's Whitey Ball when you need it? But Mariners lucked out. They still won the game. The game featured 15 pitchers, with starters Logan Gilbert and Luis Castillo both making relief appearances for the first time in their careers.
Jose Oquendo was boarding a flight.
Dude, Kendo was on his way to. They were running out of people. The ball boy was warming up by the end of the game. The crowd at T-Mobile Park exploded during the win. Players could hardly hear each other amid the celebration. Seattle's moment echoes of its 1995 postseason allure. And last night, bye-bye to the Cubs. Milwaukee Brewers defeat the Cubs to advance to the NLCS. No. Bummer, right, guys? Yeah. Such a bummer. In a winner-take-all Game 5 NLDS at home, the Brewers beat the Cubs 3-1, clinching their first postseason series since 2018. The key hits, William Contreras and Andrew Vaughn each belted go-ahead solo home runs. Bryce Terang, I think is how you say his name, added a clutch insurance homer. Pitching was stellar. 5 Brewers pitchers limited the Cubs to just 6 base runners. Notably, closer Trevor McGill started the game, and rookies Jacob Mizorowski and Chad Patrick made a critical contribution. Next up, Brewers faced the L.A. Dodgers in the NLCS. In the NFL, games went on. The night game last night, Lions versus Chiefs. The Chiefs are back, maybe? I don't know.
I think they are.
Honestly, I said at the beginning of this, if they ended up with Rashee Rice having a 6-game suspension for the beginning of the season, if they came out of it 3-3, I would be happy. They had to play San Diego in Brazil. They had to play the Eagles, defending champs, and the Detroit Lions. They won some of the harder games. You never know who you're going to get with the Chiefs. But after the game, there was a little altercation. They beat the Lions 30-17. Tensions boiled over as players cleared midfield. Lions safety Brian Branch struck Juju Smith-Schuster in the face, triggering a scuffle after the game. Confrontation began when Mahomes tried to slap Branch's hand, give him a high five. He ignored him. Smith-Schuster confronted him, and Branch responded by punching him in the face. Branch later said, you know what? My bad. After the game, he literally said, my bad. This behavior is childish. He tried to blame it on the Chiefs, saying that they were bullying him the whole game. But he has a history of this kind of behavior. He's already been fined $23,000 this year for unsportsmanlike conduct, and he has had disciplinary problems in the past and will probably face disciplinary action for this. Lions coach Dan Campbell said it was unexcusable, does not go with what the Detroit Lions do on or off the field.
Well,
Jared Goff threw for 203 yards and a couple of touchdowns, but to no avail. The Chiefs win 30-17. And
speaking of the
NFL, the Fast Lane Challenge.
Yeah.
Guys, let me tally it up for you real quick. Here we go.
No.
Coming out of the stretch for the Fast Lane this week. Andrew Marsh with 11.
Oh, dang. Ooh, that's a lot.
Anthony Stalter with 10.
That's also pretty good.
Kerry Davis with 9.
That's getting worse.
Jamie Rivers with 9. BK with 8 for a total of 47 points going into tonight's games. For us, Rafe Williams with 10.
Okay. Holy smokes.
King Scott with 10. Scott Daniel Horatio Ichabod Rizzuto with 10.
Whoa.
Moon Valjean with 9. Learny Learn also with 9 for a total of 48 points. We have a 1-point lead going into tonight, and great news.
And?
It's over. Everyone has the exact same picks. Everybody picked the Bills and the Commanders, so no matter what happens tonight, we have emerged victorious yet again.
We win again.
Hallelujah. Get your AR-15s and your laser scopes out because we've done it, folks.
Screw
Please put the guns
Fast
down.
Lane.
That is beautiful.
That's nice. Well, shoot. So you and I are tied. We have the same exact picks. So
Yes, going
we will
into
both be
tomorrow.
getting
Yeah.
shot.
It's all
Tomorrow.
Well, it'll come down to the score.
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
how it works.
But
Oh,
yep.
really?
That's how
Yep.
it works.
Oh, well, I don't know how it works. Clearly,
But y'all's
because I
two-
keep getting shot every
Y'all's
week.
2 booties are on the line.
Yeah,
the
we
rest of
don't-
us are in the clear for tomorrow.
Yeah, good for
Nice.
you guys. Good for you.
But that's great news. I think that, I don't know, what's that take us up to total? Are we up 2?
3.
I think
or is it
it's
It's week
4 to-
6. Is it 4-2?
Oh, yeah.
it's 4-2.
That's what's up, guys.
I like
let's
this.
Let's
Let's
get this
get
early
going.
lead going. I don't want to jinx
Yeah.
it, but congratulations to the Riz Show. Good
Yes,
job, guys.
congratulations. We'll take one more break and then we'll wrap up the show. Is it for us, but don't forget the phrase that pays. That's going to be going out through the day. Donnie's got the 10 a.m. word coming up, in the 10 a.m. hour. We have to shout out the clip of the day. It's brought to you by Michael's Flooring, and the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto, and of course the hats, the Man of Many Hats sponsors that have donated so graciously to Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. Learn, we'll start with you.
Yeah, Golden Oak Lending, thank you so much. Now you can get the cash you need in as little as 14 days. Use the cash to pay off credit cards with a cash out refinance from Golden Oak Lending. Call 314-567-GOLD or go to goldenoaklending.com.
And Rafe, who you wearing?
VICTORY, victory. Victory is our battle cry. Victory Men's Health, empowering you to live optimized in memory and support of their friend, Jeff Burton. Visit victorymenshealth.com.
Thank you guys for your donations. So very cool. The podcast title today?
Slappin' with these dirty rags.
Slapping with these dirty rags. I love it. Events this week. We got Learn over at Hot Shots O'Fallon this Thursday, 6:30. That'll be big. NFL
Yeah.
football, I guess.
I'm going to fist fight Stalter in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
If you want to see what that's going to look like, come on over.
Let him start the fight.
Yeah, I will.
Because we're winning pretty easily now.
I'll run my mouth. He's an Aries like I am.
Okay.
And so when we're together, we mouth off to each other. So it's just a matter of time till one of us swings on the other one. You know what I mean?
Yep. Let's learn at Hot Shots O'Fallon Thursday at 6:30. And then I am over with the billboard, the Riz Show billboard. This is an opportunity for you to sign it at 9 Mile Gardens Saturday, 5 to 7, emo night with the Warped Band and Elder Emos. It's going to be a great night outside. Come sign the billboard. Lastly, Team Riz Member of the Day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. It's Adam Smashy from Sumner, Illinois. Welcome to the team, Adam.